I was planning on waiting until, you know. What was Jafar's cousin's name again? Jahir? Jahir? Jahir, that was the one.
Jahir.
No, that's their mother.
Is this mic even plugged in?
I mean, it should be.
Yeah, we're getting a reading on it.
Oh.
You can see.
We're getting a reading, sir. We're getting a reading. We are getting a reading.
I'm just not used to the cord being all the way on this side.
Yeah, I'm testing it out.
I'm guessing you're used to shorter cords?
Yes. 3 inches or less.
Oh, I did bring your hair dye. I'm so happy.
It's triple stuff.
It's a lot
And
of
that's
stuff.
how diabetes are made.
No, the rest of this is how diabetes are made.
No comment. What? I mean, I can make a comment if you want. I wasn't gonna make one, but now you put the idea in my head.
Your mama's so fat. First and last on the initiative order, motherfucker.
Okay,
We already heard that one.
Okay,
I know, but Sam didn't.
Yeah, I did.
now I have to ask myself. How much of a jackass I want to be.
It depends.
Just yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
There's 4 guys here. Is there a reason you brought a 4-meat pizza?
I preferred
I
it
think
stuffed.
I think the better question is how much of those 4 meats can she put in her mouth at once?
Look, man, I'm just here for D&D.
You guys just missed it. Donkey fell into a pond. That's one wet ass.
That's Overrax.
Tiny fucking thing.
So Overrax, attorney at law.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
He's an attorney for Greenpeace.
Yeah, he's an environmental lawyer. That was his... Did I not tell you guys that
Except-
part of his backstory?
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Except he's not the kind that he's not the kind of lawyer that he's not the kind of lawyer that you know, like does litigation to help preserve sections of forest or you know, help save extinct animals. He's the kind that gets these dangerous environmental wackos out of jail. You know, the ones that put like freaking tripwire on bike trails and crap
Aiding
like
and
that.
abetting terrorist, yeah.
Yeah.
That's Overrax MO.
Oh.
So you're saying he's not a terrorist himself?
What?
I said I didn't even see that happen.
No, he's just
What?
the lawyer that bails out the
Right.
Greenpeace terrorists.
Cheat. I didn't even notice that he put it there.
Oh, I get it, because Zarvarex himself is green. He only brings out his own people.
Correct.
Lawyers. You gotta love them.
No, you don't. No one knows.
Hey,
It has been said that there are only 2 true lawyer jokes. The rest are all truisms.
Objection.
Hello, Drake.
Okay, now I have to ask,
What does truism mean?
what are the two jokes?
I don't know. I'm still looking for them. We call 1,000 lawyers chained together on the bottom of the ocean.
A good start.
Yep.
There are millions of lawyer jokes. And a few good ones.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a hooker and a lawyer?
I don't know. Ask your mother.
God, I fucking know this one too.
I get the feeling that it's the distinction of fuck and get fucked.
You're close. But at least a hooker will stop screwing you after you're dead.
One would hope.
I mean,
How come vampires don't prey on lawyers?
They don't eat their own?
Professional courtesy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
I'm gonna toss this in the
I
trash.
am...
Thank you.
Let's see. We've got temporary Father Solomon, Karma, El Izza, Jahir, Zarvarax,
Attorney at law.
and a certain someone didn't get me the schematics in time.
Wow.
Who could that be?
I don't know. It's a mystery.
I got it
mystery.
created. I just need to get it to you.
Alright, let's split up, gang.
I mean, believe it or not, I'm walking on air. We technically have to do that this session. Because...
What, walk on air?
Oh my god, you guys have a fantastic idea!
Oh Lord, I gave him an idea.
Dude. Air type Jin. There's a race that is has Jin ancestry.
The Air Genasi?
Genasi, yeah. Air Genasi. Walk on air.
I mean, I've heard
Cause
many...
I'm walking on sunshine.
I mean, if this
Ain't gonna
Genasi
feel
has
good.
a stepping on fetish, I mean, why not, right?
Alright, let's roleplay.
Roll for kink.
Oh.
Who rolls that? D4.
No. That's a percentile. Have you seen the list? Apparently on Wikipedia there's a list of all the filias.
Well, that's why God has abandoned us.
I haven't. You people just don't believe me.
Not you, the other one.
I thought I killed the others. Just as I wrote it down in the Bible. By the way, y'all have been pronouncing it wrong the entire time. It's Bibble, named after my dog. I keep on forgetting because y'all kept on mispronouncing it as Bible.
That's crazy considering it was not called the Bible in Hebrew or Aramaic or Greek or Latin.
Was it actually just called like the Word of God or something?
Whatever it was called, it was not.
Well,
the
I know that
English word for
the
Bible.
first 5 books before Jesus' time, the first 5 books were just called the Torah. What?
Welcome to the Tales of Drifell, where we are sacrilegious bastards. At least some of us. I know I am.
Hey, we did that on the other show too, so.
I mean, we just we make fun of everybody in the campaign with no name.
But especially the Jews.
The Tales of Drifell is a progressive campaign.
So what? It's not racism if you hate everyone equally?
Well, no, you're allowed to hate everybody equally except blacks, Jews, gays, women, Asians, especially Asians, Native Americans, lefties, liberals, Democrats.
Women.
I said that already.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Just
Trans
say it again.
women.
He forgot the Arabs.
Now, right now, a lot of people hate that.
Alright, so Arabs and Eskimos are shown on the table.
Well, Eskimos aren't real. They're a myth.
Eskimos are native. So,
Well,
they
I
were
guess-
recovered.
Well, when you say native, you said Native American, which would be Eskimos, but not Aborigines.
That's true because, well, okay, technically speaking, Aborigine calls them, actually refers to every, like, indigenous people to a given area that is of a lower technological level.
But he only said Native
But-
American, so
right, but
Australian Aborigines.
Australian Aborigines, yes.
All right.
Welcome to the Adventures in Drifell, where we just roast the shit out of the Maori.
Hey, Polynesians are out of it.
Hey, as long as it's not our tribe, it's okay. You almost ready?
You gonna throw this in there or what?
Either the oven or the freezer.
Put my meat in.
I mean, on Twitch, I'll get banned. And it's not your meat, it's on loan. Which you still haven't paid in back taxes yet.
I'm
Wait,
still
what?
talking about pizza.
Now I'm confused.
Did he just call himself a gigolo?
Apparently.
Okay, just want to be sure that we're all clear on that.
Oh, if only Matt were here, I'd make the gigolo instead.
I totally forgot that happened last week.
I
I was
can't.
gonna say,
I don't understand
come
why
on,
he would.
He does gigolo.
Ah.
I think he's been spoiled.
He's not excited, it's just the gold in his pants.
The mole?
The bold.
Gold.
Oh.
Oh, damn. That's funny.
The Ninja Turtles dice bag. That's legit. That's legit.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Heroes on the half
Someone
channel.
took Zach's chair.
Well, I can sit somewhere else. I just don't know where.
Doesn't he have his chair, the rolly one?
Well, that's his chair for now.
So what we need to do is so your next
There's a
dog
couple
needs to be a
places
chow
I
chow.
can sit, but-
Okay? That way you can take him for a visit, and you can put the chow chow in the chair.
What the fuck are you talking about?
No one knows. Don't worry
We're
about
talking
it.
about a chair with a chow
You
chow
know,
in
the
it.
druid was doing drugs again.
All natural, man.
Well, does it make?
Hey, I'm a druid in this campaign.
He's a bard.
Technically, everything is natural because it all came from Earth.
You ate some funky
Yeah,
flies.
that's why
Well,
I drink
it's-
gasoline every morning.
It's the recombination, though. The artificial recombinations that.
How is it artificial if it had to be made somehow with the stuff we already have?
You can artificially make you can make artificial chemicals.
I'm with her. If it comes out of the ground, it's natural. That's why I drink gasoline.
So,
We call him the flamethrower. Except when he farts.
we call him the rocket then.
Rocket Man!
When last we were adjourned, the party had discovered that the potential culprit surrounding the plight of the hospital workers was none other than Aaron Keldor,
Dun dun dun!
the seemingly innocent individual who had been just trying to learn how to become a doctor and to heal people. The party surmises that he has been secretly sneaking alcohol into the drinks to get the doctors drunk.
Sneakerly.
Secretly?
Sneakerly squeezing alcohol.
You wanna?
Do I want to?
You know, we have a couch cushion for you.
You know, I'm okay on my knees too.
I'm just gonna let that one go.
That's what we're doing here.
I mean, who writes this stuff?
No, because I don't know how to write.
Well, welcome to the casting couch.
See, we need to pull it like in front of the wall. Pull it away from the wall so you can like back up right behind.
Dude, I have learned I need to put a pillow in between my headboard and the wall.
So,
All right, well, it's,
Well, you're supposed to like scoot a little bit further
Or
down.
just get rid of the headboard. And
It's going?
You don't gotta worry about it.
Well, but see, then you
The headboard's
then
nice
you put a
because
hole
you
in the
can
wall.
put cups on it.
You can put cups on the floor too.
yeah, it looks like
Cups.
you just lose the bed frame.
Cuffs.
Yeah, you can put those on the floor too.
You just need a literal
What,
ball
you don't
and
have
chain.
a sex dungeon?
I mean, they do have they
his
do have
character
the
does in
ones
the
where
Vim
it goes like an
campaign.
X.
How'd you
underneath
attach
the
that?
bed.
How'd you attach that in an apartment?
It's going?
You have to ask. You
Okay,
can't
thank you.
afford it.
So, the hospital in question
not?
of the Ring City Danesis had been very concerned as their clerics and druids were not regaining spell slots during a night's rest. Unable to cast the higher level spells and to heal the patients, they had to rely on primitive technology such as the obsolete wheelchair. Also relying on health potions from one Rogers Furris, who had actually been sampling some of the ingredients for some unknown reason. Getting high as fuck and not being able to produce as much healing potions. After the party had discovered the potential shenanigans of Aaron Keldor, they made their way back into the hospital. And that is where we join them once again with Father Solomon, his knight in trainee / adoptive daughter, but not necessarily by choice, because don't question Rawl, Karma, the tiefling. We have Max, the human bard, because he can't remember his last name.
I haven't picked one yet.
Payne. Max Payne.
Max Payne.
Max Lootfellow.
I was lewd fellow. Lewd fellow. I was debating doing smart.
It's lewd. It's loot fellow with a L-E-W.
Yeah.
Oh, like a newt.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
He turned me into a loot.
I got better.
I go back now.
And of course, Zarvarax Ding Dong, Frogman Extraordinaire / lawyer, attorney at law,
Zarvarax, attorney at law, is my legal name.
appearing like a grung, because why would you want to play a character who wears pants?
You could also play a duck.
So actually,
because that imp thing will try and bite its ass again.
so I looked it up. Apparently, at my level, I couldn't be shaped into a flying or swimming creature. Also, there's no stat block for ducks. That was a completely illegal move. If it had
but you're a changeling, right?
Yeah,
Because you
I
could
can't change into animals.
Oh.
I can just take different humanoid forms.
Oh, okay.
So I can change into any playable race.
We'll just say your magic was on the fritz.
I mean, I was unaware.
I'm just imagining him like just turning into a Goliath.
Well, as far as I'm aware, ducks don't have a swim speed in the context of an actual swim speed.
Well, there's no stat block for ducks at all. So.
You know, I'm willing to bet that a duck is not exactly high on the totem pole of difficult monsters.
He could do a
Well, no, seriously though, he is correct that you cannot change into a swimming creature until level 4.
Ducks
and then
can't swim.
And a flying
Yes,
creature.
yeah, they
Can't.
can.
Oh, so you're saying that they submerge themselves?
Yes,
and
Yes,
they
they
swim.
do.
You see,
They eat stuff from the.
They
They
literally
eat,
can
hey,
fall from
I
the
never
sky
saw
into
a
the water
duck
and go.
in air in The Little Mermaid, okay? So it's not canon.
Excuse me.
Is that your only source of maritime life? Is the Little Mermaid? Is that?
He's like,
do not
if it's
question
not a Little
my
Mermaid,
planting
it's
and
not
payoff,
real.
okay? Do not
I mean-
question my plant and payoffs.
Yeah, narwhals don't exist, but crabs can talk.
what?
If
that's
the Little Mermaid is canon to this universe, there are no narwhals.
I don't know. No,
Crabs
I
can
get
talk.
the crab can talk, but what's with the no narwhals?
because there were no narwhals in the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
So there were not a lot of things in the Little Mermaid.
Exactly,
But
a lot of
that's
things
just
don't exist.
That's his basis for the maritime environment.
Yes.
Which is why all.
And apparently ducks don't swim; they sink.
Which is why all. Which is why, if I remember correctly, Ursula had purple hair, right?
Oh, she had white hair.
White hair? Okay. My joke falls flat then.
It depends on if you watched in black and white or not.
Her skin was purple.
Oh.
Unless you're colorblind.
Well,
She was kind of losing a little bit.
well,
of
she's
oxygen there.
a
It's a fucking octopus.
She's a
Yeah.
sea witch.
No. Well, she was actually Triton's sister.
Mhm.
Interestingly enough,
I don't
but
remember
she was
that
supposed to
from
be
the
a.
movie.
She's supposed to
It's
be a
lore.
what? Silia?
Yeah, this is
Silent? No,
This is past what the movie said.
this is
No, but-
Little
but
Mermaid
there
extended
is a-
cinematic universe.
This is there is a mythological creature that is like an octopus woman.
I know.
Cthulhu?
So,
No.
You've only got
No.
until 8:30. We gotta
Cthulhu's
keep the
neither
shenanigans
gender.
to a minimum if we
8:30,
want
what
to
happens
keep
at
on doing.
8:30?
Because he's gotta go to bed.
Oh, that's fair.
Uh-oh.
Early sleeper.
You know, if I really had much of a choice, I wouldn't. I would
Of
go at
course.
a normal time. But
So the lot of you going back into the hospital, I'm assuming to try and locate this Aaron Keldor.
Yeah.
How exactly do you guys want to go
well,
about
Max
this?
is going to go to the lady at the front desk
Okay.
and ask her if she's seen him.
Okay. The woman behind the front desk acknowledges the lot of you, is a little weirded out by the absence of your wood elf friend. Your
Oh, he had to go
ulterior
take care of
motherfucker.
something.
He's in the hospital bathroom right now.
fell down the well. I just laughing.
She goes, this is his lunch. This is his lunch break. I think you'd find him in the lunch
Commissary.
lunchroom. Yes, that.
Okay.
She's looking a little.
Thank you, my dear. You've been a
she's
wonderful.
looking a little hazed right now. She's looking a little, maybe not hazed, like glazed over.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Don't-
she can't
don't-
quite focus.
Don't worry, my dear. We're about to achieve a breakthrough on this case. All right.
Good.
You heard
Good.
it. Let's head to the commissary.
Let's do it.
Okay, who's leading the noble charge?
I will.
Silverax will be second behind.
We'll let the bard go.
Meat
got
shield,
this.
forward.
If he attacks, at least we'll know.
Father Solomon is. Are you in front of Karma or behind her?
I'm pulling up the rear.
Okay.
He said, I'm too important. Fuck you guys.
No, I'm not too important. Just- I already punched a fucker out. I've done a lot of stuff. I've expended some energy. Y'all can go first.
I like to imagine that what you're eating right now is canonically what Father Solomon has got in his hand, and the real reason he's behind everybody is because he doesn't want to share.
I got some from, what's his nuts?
He's like, I'm gonna stay downwind.
Got some from Dex. Just be like, what's going on? Hides it in ropes. What?
Just hides it in robes. His hand is like auspiciously just like over it so it doesn't spill.
I
Alright.
totally didn't steal a bunch of stuff from the kitchen.
I mean, you're going to the kitchen now. You might have an opportunity
Dude,
to do
it's like I wouldn't say it's free food, but I mean, come on, you're already paying for it anyway. So I mean,
I mean,
do you think can Bill Gates steal Microsoft software?
Wow.
I mean,
You know,
Father Solomon doesn't own the hospital.
right, but I mean, I
He
assume
can
that I
request,
assume
he can
that I
request
assume
things, yes.
I assume the church like donates to the hospital though, right? Yeah.
Yes, but
So
possibly. You know. He's only been conscious of his own existence for like at this point, I think a month or two.
3 hours.
roll
the
history.
amnesia ploy.
You enter.
It's the old amnesia trick.
You enter
Like
the
to see
commissary,
your
as you so
explosion like
gingerly
that.
put it, and you see a number of hospital staff just drinking water and having a lunch break, and they are just zoning out.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also laughing uncontrollably. Like it's not even a funny joke, but these guys are laughing their asses off to it. And then
Dude, that
they
doesn't sound
calm
like
themselves
alcohol.
down.
That sounds like
No, that's
Liquid
definitely
marijuana.
drunk.
depends on the person.
Yo,
I've worked in a
motherfuckers
bar
got
long
hit with
enough. I've watched people
They
fall
got
asleep on
roofied.
toilets.
Yeah.
it. What?
She was saying something
Oh,
at
I
the
said
same.
they got roofied.
That's also a possible time.
I don't know. They keep getting roofied. They're gonna get floored.
They'll be floored in a little bit. Let it take effect.
I'm really hoping Matt gets here. Otherwise, the choice to, for this particular screen thing will be a waste. Hopefully, he shows up. Anyway, you enter. Enter the lunchroom first.
We'll catch you. The
You see
floor.
all of this stuff. You see Dex going back down the line. Only he seems to be a bit more investigative than
Furtive?
normal.
Furtive,
Furtive. I've never heard that word before.
like sneaking around.
No, he's investigating the staff. He's examining what they're doing.
He's being inquisitive.
Thank you, inquisitive.
Wow, big word for me. Woohoo.
So, what are you doing first?
I'm gonna keep eating whatever I have in my hands.
So Father Solomon from behind, he makes sure that he stays. The
He does
party
what from
stops. The party stops a little bit to just survey the land, and Solomon's like,
Okay.
"Hey, no mind, keep going." I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
all
one of y'all
Do
to,
we see
to want something.
Aaron in there?
Well, roll perception.
Fuck you. Which one?
D20.
Number.
It's the pointy one.
The. Really?
I mean, typically speaking,
rounded-
it's
the
just
rounded
the
It's
one
like
that.
the roundest
It has the most
one.
points.
Typically speaking, it's
You
the
have a
one that
point there.
has a 20 on it.
The one that looks like a Keldor.
17.
Ooh, add your perception.
Where is that?
I'm just
So
in
what?
frog mode right now. I'm just vibing.
Just
Oh,
vibing.
0.
So 17.
17. Yeah, still pretty good.
None of those
Alright.
people know I'm a grung yet. Still, they don't think I'm a frog.
You
I like
look
my
like a
blue dog.
grung.
Yeah, but only the party knows like grung is a talkable species. Everyone else
Uh,
here's never seen a grung. They think I'm just a giant frog.
A talkable species?
Words are hard, okay?
He needs to concentrate and all the brain power's gone.
What brain power?
See?
Can't lose what I
No.
didn't have.
It is at that moment that you realize that the gods gave grungs a and a brain and
A
only
throat sack?
a throat sac and a brain and only enough blood to function one at a time.
Oh, sorry,
So most men.
I don't know about you. I don't have a throat sac.
I mean, women are the same way when they bleed for like a week. They lose cognitive function. They're really pissing and screaming for some weird reason.
It's a very strange phenomenon. Scientists are still trying to figure that out.
I mean, I'd be pissed off if I was bleeding for a week straight too.
Fight, 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 fight.
Like who?
We have a unique opportunity here to make these jokes and have someone clap back. We're just waiting. Not like that.
She's like, all right.
That's for
I'm
later.
gonna. She's like, I swing at the cleric.
Rebuke.
So
Oh!
you roll your perception, you look around, and
she has
you
the
don't
same
see him
thing.
anywhere.
That's gonna be funny.
Rebuke.
It was on
Yeah,
so many.
she got hell of tripping too. So.
Yeah, you're able to see a bunch of other drunken doctors and what you can only assume to be like nurses
Does
as
he?
opposed to
Does he seem to
anything
be?
else.
Does he seem to be
You just
affected at all?
You don't
He's
see
not
anyone.
here.
What?
He's not here.
I thought you said we saw him and he was like
No,
examining.
I said you didn't see him.
Someone else was
I said you see Dex.
Okay.
not Aaron. Yeah, he's not here.
All right. I will approach Dex and I will say, "Have you seen Aaron?"
Huh? Oh, hello there. Forgive me, I've been going back and forth all lunch hour. Remind me who you are again?
That's right. I'm Max. I'm with. I'm assisting Father
I
Solomon.
don't
at
know
the
these
moment.
people. Help! They kidnapped me.
Shot.
Roll deception.
I need my die.
Oh, don't.
I'm not gonna throw this thing.
That will get lost so fast.
It will. And the moment it gets lost, the cats will investigate it.
Ooh.
It was on its side for a while.
Now you got a really clean floor.
Always gotta go out. You gotta wash it first.
18 plus whatever it is dirty 20.
Does he? Is it to actually? Are you actually saying this to try?
Yeah,
to see
I'm
him?
actually saying it. I'm just having fun. I'm eating in the background. Just
So Dex hears that, looks over to you and goes, I don't know nothing.
Do you want him?
You're
He
gonna,
followed-
eat,
he-
you're gonna
he-
eat my food?
He followed us here. We just can't seem to get rid of him.
Uh-huh.
But we're actually a little more interested in Aaron than we are. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I guess we'll have to try somewhere else.
Welcome to the Tales of Drifell, where Father Solomon has taken the role of Alvin.
yep. I'm gonna be useless and occasionally punch somebody out.
Is that what you guys think of Alvin? That's pretty cool. Whatever.
Half the time you could be killing shit and he just climbs a tree.
Kill shit from the tree.
Yeah, but it
I
takes you
will-
forever to get up that tree.
So I do need to mention that this is an opportunity for karma to step in, because if you remember from last session, Dex does know
He know
you.
me, yeah. So why would he not believe? Why would he think me with them?
Because he rolled an 18 on his.
Yeah, you're
Dirty
He rolled the deception for these two, because these two are in front of you.
right.
I'm currently a frog down on all fours, though.
Fair enough.
A grung down.
Always
all
the frog.
fours.
No one expects the frog.
Just
No one expects the Spanish from.
No one expects the grung Inquisition.
Here's the thing, none of these peasants have ever seen a grung before. I'm just a giant frog to them.
It's bold of you to assume that they've never seen one before.
We should have had that rolled earlier, didn't we?
No, we established that they're not native to the mountain.
Hmm.
The books do exist.
anywho. So can I
Karma,
just
would
ask,
you like to remedy the situation?
Yeah, can I just ask him where it is?
Do you know these people?
Yeah, we all came together. He's just being him.
I'm totally fucking with you, Dex.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, I'm not lying.
It doesn't matter.
I don't have to roll persuasion. He's got to roll to believe me.
Bold of you to assume I need to do either of these things, actually.
Hold on.
Is that your phrase today?
Dex
Bold
just,
of you to assume?
Dex just deeply sighs, drops his head a little bit, kind of leans forward a little bit and jerks himself upwards. Yes, I saw him, of course. He decided to use his lunch break to go down to the bottom level cities to double as a ingredients gatherer. It seems that Roger is a little out cold for the moment, so Aaron volunteered to go collect supplies.
Me in the background just...
Into the city?
Yes, the bottom city.
Oh. The bottom city?
Yes,
Why does that sound like a strip club?
Jalio.
Bottom
went-
City sounds like a gay club.
He went to the bottom city, Jalale. Jalale is the one is the city that's going to be having it. The ingredients imported.
Roger's that fucker.
Is there a particular merchant that he will be
me in the
visiting?
background spitting my
Well, how
soup
far
packets.
is it?
Hearing it.
Too spicy for you?
No, but I know why he's knocked out. I mean, not cold cocked.
I'm really hoping your voice actually gets picked up by the mic. I really do, because I don't want to edit this stuff. Right?
Is there a particular merchant that you guys purchase from?
That I do not know. I mainly deal in my own crops, to be honest. I don't really investigate too much into the other things that go on around here.
Well, the city's a large place. We're gonna need some. We're gonna have to have some point of reference to start from.
Ribbit.
Well, how long until he
Oh,
gets
Jesus,
back?
frog!
Yeah, it's a good thing we're at a hospital. He's about to croak.
Ribbit.
I mean, I've never served frog legs before.
You know, I have a sudden urge to try them.
Said
I'm
once,
ready
I'll
my
say it
weapon.
again, leave the goddamn frog alone.
Make
So
that-
help me,
that
Raven
weapon
Queen, I will smite all three of you.
Oh, is this a pet of yours?
No, but they seem to be ganging up on the frog, and he's done absolutely nothing wrong besides tongue punch somebody's eyeball.
Well,
I stand up.
And broke someone's back.
No, he's fine.
I stand upright. Yeah, I've done nothing wrong, guys. I immediately sit back down.
Whoa! What?
Oh, jeez, a talking frog!
kill him with fire.
Can do. All right, I fire off.
Dex uses his immense body mass to lift over the row of boiling grease onto the frog.
Oh yes,
Fried frog.
fried frog. We're
No.
gonna have us a fry up.
No.
Frog boil.
All right, time for a new character.
You owe me $8
Maybe not
for
playing
this.
evil one this guy.
Hey, you're the one who killed the character.
Well, look, there are only so many I can assume. I just don't know, unfortunately.
Okay.
You'll have to get down there yourself somehow.
I suppose we can ask.
At this point, I catch up, and I'm clearly eating now.
Who's the guy that? What's the name of the guy that that you cold cocked?
I what? I mean, I didn't.
Roger?
Jack shit.
Roger?
Nothing you can prove.
He might know. We'll have to ask him anyway.
Isn't he dead?
I mean, how long does it take to get back from the bottom city?
Yeah, it's just his lunch break. Let's wait for him.
Yeah. Then see what he brings back.
Set up an ambush.
Bold of you to assume he's coming back.
That's fair.
Well, if you do assume that Zarvax is at all invested in this.
I'm here because his work. I solved a few issues. I think I'm good to fuck around now.
I was under the impression that you were here out of the kindness of your heart to do right by the people of the city.
Have you met
People can go
someone?
fuck themselves.
Right?
I'm here because back at the whatever it is boring, and I don't want to go to another one of those counseling meetings.
Where are all the lawful goods gone?
They died? Probably.
Multiple times. I'm never going to be lawful good because I get results the other way.
Well,
What is a child?
yeah, so Dex doesn't know where Aaron is going to get the material from. You guys have a few choices to make.
I want to find object on deck, or not deck. God damn it.
Object on deck.
I suppose if I treat a person like an object, I can find them.
It's not how it works.
Well, if you know for a fact that he has an object on him that you can't find, then yes, it actually could work.
I'm not high enough for
Ribbit.
that.
Or low enough, apparently.
Actually, speaking about high enough, maybe we could ask the potion makers and find out where.
You want to watch what I did to him again? Because I'll do it again.
Yeah, I'll do it again.
I'll fucking do it again.
do it again. Murder.
At this point, it would be. It's okay. I can bring him back. 3 times, I think.
With Rebel.
Well, do you know?
No, I'll spare the dying.
Do you know the shop where they get the supplies for the hospital?
I look like a merchant.
Dude doesn't remember his last name.
I know my last name.
What is it?
I'm not telling you.
He doesn't remember his last name. You think he remembers where the merchants are?
Yeah, no kidding.
My last name was literally the city. Oh,
Solomon in the
Drifell.
city?
He's from Drifell. It's Von Drifell.
Oh. I thought Solomon the city.
Sullivan the city. What's that? Bring down the house.
Well, it's pronounced Fussity.
Thessity? Thessity?
Solomon Thusty.
Thessity? Omen Thessity?
Is that soup?
Feel free to role play
It's supposed to be
this.
curry.
What do we want to do?
Ribbit.
We do need to catch this guy.
Ribbit.
He could be simply using the collecting supplies as an excuse to get to the city. He might be meeting whoever has hired him to do this job. I doubt that he was acting alone. He sounds like he's acting the job of a cat's paw.
Alright, gang, let's split up and look for clues.
Whoa, frog! Dang it!
Dex jumps. Oh, a talking frog!
Ribbit.
like, are you like actually ribbing like a frog, or are you just like making it sound like a person actually just saying the word
That must
ribbit?
be some time I just said ribbit.
Like a dog going, woof?
You're right.
Well,
I mean, roof.
Just ribbit. I mean, ribbit.
I mean, quack.
Or a rooster going cock a doodle doo.
Damn, that's some-
fuck you two.
That's a fat ass chicken over there.
What's happening?
Have you sing the wings on that bitch? Hey, don't talk about my wife that way. Oh, no, not
Jigger's
your
really low.
bitch. The chick. A chick? That's disgusting. No, not the chick! The chick.
The dick?
Fuck you. No, flock you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, pluck you.
Pluck you.
So Karma asks the question. Max responds, "We've got to catch this guy."
Yes.
A cat is off screen being booped in the face by a spoon.
That's not a boop. That's a
Curry
smack.
nose.
So do we want to go to the city then?
We probably should. We're
We're
gonna have to find some way to. We're gonna have to find some way to track him though. Unfortunately, my tracking skills are not that good, especially without much to work with.
I stand up.
I don't think I got that.
Hey, you got anything that used to belong to this guy?
Nope.
Oh, talking frog!
Yeah.
I'll get better.
I'm sure you will.
So
So
need
doesn't
someone
answer
to
my
track
question.
him, or do we need someone to guide us through the city?
What?
I can track him. Just give me something that smells like him.
Where are his quarters?
Well, as far as I'm aware, I just don't know. You're going to have to talk to Lady Then for that.
You mean the bitch that's passed over at the front desk?
That poor girl.
My bad. I mean the lady that's passed out at the front desk.
That poor woman. Someone fetch the tea.
I fear for Drifell.
I think
I'm
she
just
is.
imagining a Sesame Street style, someone walking up and like clunk, just dropping a giant letter T.
T stands for Then, who's currently passed out.
No, a giant tea that's made out of smelling salts.
I kind of want to get a server job at a restaurant. Just have someone order tea, just bring them a large tea, and then just leave and never come back.
You gotta do it when there's a child around, so they get the reference.
I think everyone's gonna get a Sesame Street reference.
No, you gotta walk out with two of them, and you ask them, "Okay, did you want the uppercase or lowercase?"
And do you want it on fire or not on fire?
Or
What-
ice?
Which
Iced
one's
tea?
more racist? Well,
So
the
are you-
lowercase
are
one
you
on
just-
fire, it sends a pretty good message if
Are
you're
you-
sticking on someone's lawn.
Oh.
Wow.
Or you just drop the tea on the table and then like take a pack of sugar and like sprinkle over the top. All right, now it's sweet tea.
Oh, you want an iced tea? Hold on.
Yeah, right. There's why it's not that. All right, back to the front desk.
Or, yes.
Ribbit. Hop, 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 hop.
So
Hop to it.
the grung haphazardly walks and then hops and then gets bored of hopping and then walks and then goes bored of walking, so he hops.
But I say hop every time I stand up
No,
and take a
no,
regular step.
you
go
guys
hop,
boing,
hop,
boing,
yippee,
boing,
hop.
boing.
Or maybe like the anime. At every step.
So
Like
That
a little,
lady-
like a little baby just walking around.
Yeah, but with the webbed feet and everything, he starts throwing out here would be.
It's a smooth floor, so like it's like the webbing in his feet like suction cup.
So at the front desk, you see Doronathan being handed a teapot full of tea and just a fucking pint,
Tankard.
a tankard.
Tankard, yeah.
Thank you. I keep on forgetting if a pint is bigger or smaller or the same size.
It comes in pints.
I'm getting one.
Slightly bigger.
That's what she said.
She is handed a fucking tankard and is being poured this tea, and she's like, oh. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Woo!
I'm surrounded by morons.
Is she unaware of how to drink hot tea,
She's also very
or is she just so tired that she okay?
I mean, you
I'm
guys
just-
are aware that the entire hospital staff has been basically slipped alcohol for you don't know how long. At least
Or a
several
potion
days.
that acts like alcohol.
You know,
It's
at
time
least
to have a
several days.
fucking AA meeting right now. We're having an intervention with the entire hospital staff.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. What have you been drinking for the last few days?
Water.
Water. And who brings you the water?
Well, it's usually by Aaron.
And no one else.
Comes in a glass bottle with a goose on it.
I mean, occasionally when he's not here, other people bring water from the well, yes. But he works here like 6 days a week.
I bet.
Such a shame he's not devoted. We don't work the same.
Can you
He's
tell
devoted
us?
to praying on Sunday.
I don't see him.
It's Saturday.
He said I don't see him on Sundays.
Danis has our own church. It's not. It's,
Not anymore.
it is not. What do you mean?
Deep.
He jumps forward into the future to grab a detonator and then goes backwards in time just to explode the thing.
No, just.
But I like the detonator better. It's funny.
No. Pulls out a couple clamshells. Click.
There's a red pearl. That's basically just a stress ball. So,
Oh shit! That was the school.
Oh, it was the other one.
How many of those do you have planted?
you feel a disturbance in the force as adamantine armor seems to resonate on the wind.
What? Resonate on the wind?
I'm just gonna dump this entire bag of
I'm
detonator
really-
shells out.
I'm really glad
and
that
I
you're
hope-
doing that off screen.
So the four of you are now at the front desk with the woman. She has learned her lesson and she is now blowing on the water, on the tea.
Oh,
Try to cool it down.
My dear, you're all right.
Water.
I lapse in judgment.
Burn
It's a
your
learning experience.
tongue on the fucking tea.
Yes, it is a wise man once told me it is a good thing to make sure that you learn at least one thing every day.
Ribbon.
Would you be a dear and we need to find Aaron. Could you tell us where his room is?
Oh, he doesn't live here, but he does put his materials in the same room as Mr. Furris.
See, I told you we'd be going back there. Now we have to go back down there.
Correction, you have to go back down there. I'm gonna go back to the mess hall and make a mess. Kidding.
In the hall.
In the hall.
I mean, ribbit.
No, because
Clerics in the hall.
there is a 9 out of 10 chance that I will again, and I don't know if I've got enough spell slots for that. So you can go up there and have all the fun you want. I'm going to investigate.
You're gonna investigate what?
I don't even know what the is in reference to.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when he says investigate, he means assault and battery.
No, I'm gonna go not do that. That's why I'm not going back up there, because there's a 9 out of 10 chance that I will kill the fucker, and I don't know how many spell slots I can use on him. Or should.
Just spread it out.
That's what I mean.
Still out.
Spread the dice a cantrip.
I've only got 2 hands. Can't use it if I'm choking a bitch.
So,
If it's the person you're choking, yes, you can.
It's canon that I have to slap people.
He goes, what?
so the three of you head over to, assuming that both of you follow
Yep.
Mr.
No, I mean,
Mr. Ohm.
Hey! Stop being gay!
Yeah, Pride Month's over. Get over yourselves.
They're trying to get over themselves.
So yeah, do you follow? Do the two of you follow him to the Roger Furris?
Yep, I'm just hopping along after him.
Well, I was gonna say they drew it better because I mean, unless we get something that belongs
Because
to us.
tracking was my plan, yeah.
Alright.
yeah.
How many more of these rooms we're gonna have to visit before we can find something to track this freak show?
So the three of you
This
get
one?
to the
That
familiar
one.
stench.
We
of
know where the other freak shows are.
The three of you head to the familiar odor, shall we say,
Odor.
of the marijuana.
That skunk.
Right. You have
Actually, I think it smells like sage.
It's a cross between sage and skunk.
I know. I was
Skage.
Yeah. Scudge?
Now, the three of you are now bear witness to the dog that looks suspiciously like Scooby-Doo.
Ruh-roh.
Licking Roger Furris in the face while he's sleeping.
Oh, he's still out.
Oh, I can talk to
Sleeping.
animals.
Right? Currently conked out.
Like zoinked, man.
I need to check my spell list.
See, I thought you were preparing to pull a gun out.
No, that's what normally that is my gun pocket. But,
Not on stream.
If it's educational, we are legally safe.
Okay.
murder is not
What?
education.
Making sure you pull that out of the pocket.
Where else would I pull that out
I
of?
don't know. You're wearing drawstring pants. I don't know.
What? What'd you say?
So you're wearing drawstring pants. I don't know.
See, I've never met a woman before since I played D&D.
Wow.
But I have been led to,
It's been a long time since you met a woman, man. I'm just saying.
But I've been led to believe that they have these things called bras, which are basically just pockets.
Right,
Like
but
this?
but
You're a girl.
Oh, damn.
I
I mean
I thought you were one of
mean-
those freak show experiments where a man could suddenly get pregnant.
I don't have
So we know his
stupid
sexual
animals.
orientation
Damn.
now.
That
Yeah.
might be something to consider for.
Yeah,
for later.
apparently he follows the rules of the Harkness test.
I don't remember what that is. We're talking Jack Harkness.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Gotcha. When the fuck was a Jack Harkness test a thing?
Oh, look it up.
All right.
That's not Jack Harkness test. It's just the Harkness test. Well, kind of like Occam's razor's thing. There's Occam's razor. There's, the Harkness test.
The three of you are in the room. What are you doing?
Well, he's asleep.
Is he asleep or is he fairly obviously battered?
There's a bruise forming on his head.
Okay. And I assume that the place is trashed.
Not necessarily trash, but rummaged through a little bit. The only thing that's like
I'm gonna roll.
blatantly damaged is the weed pipe.
Right. Okay. So
Weed pipe.
did it weed pipe.
I
All right. So I rolled a 14 on this perception to see if anything is a
Well,
miss.
I'll have you roll that again, and instead it's investigation,
Investigation.
because you're looking through.
No, I'm not looking through. I just want to be sure that walking in the room, if I notice that, oh my gosh, this place has been rummaged through, because you never know, he could just be a slob.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, this investigation. My investigation is pretty good. So, I'm 8.
8. For the most part, it's actually fairly well organized. Most of the books in the bookshelf are organized alphabetically, and then subcategorized by relevance to potion making and medicine, respectively.
Okay.
There are a handful of comic books, actually, or the equivalents thereof, for Drifell in particular.
Mm-hmm.
More comic strips than like full-on like Marvel/DC stuff.
Yeah.
Most of them
Like,
are more comedic.
Gotta have some entertainment, dude.
And most of them are fairly comedic in nature, but they mostly seem to follow a ragtag team of young
Thank you.
mystery seekers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
wow.
You're playing that card? No.
It was a reference last time. None
Ah.
of you
Call
got
up.
it. Shaggy Roger.
Yeah.
Roger Furris.
Yeah.
Still not following.
Is Shaggy's
Shaggy's
last name
pretty good.
Rogers?
Yeah, Shaggy Rogers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just always knew it was Shaggy.
I
Anyways.
thought Shaggy was his last name.
No, Shaggy's his first name.
I always thought
So,
Shaggy was
can
like
we
Nick.
tell-
Anyway, so
Well, his name was
Can
Zol-
we
I'm gonna walk
tell
over and
which
wake him
stuff
up.
is what?
I'm
Say
gonna,
again?
I'm gonna go over and wake him up.
All right. And what was your question?
Wait,
I was
wait,
just
wait.
gonna say, do we know? Is it obvious whose stuff is whose?
I'm gonna ask.
Well, why wake him up if we could just see if
Well,
we don't
would
have to do
would
it?
you
Well,
like to make a
he's
subsequent investigation
sleeping.
yourself?
He is sleeping on company
futon.
time.
Alright.
So, he should be awake anyway.
Okay.
And would you like to roll your own type of investigation or insight to try and ascertain what looks like his and what looks like it's not his?
Well, if he's gonna wake him up anyways, he'll tell us.
How do you intend to wake him up?
Just go around.
Shake him.
Yeah.
All right.
Shake
Not
him.
like violently, but.
Well, violently shake him like we're worse.
Shut up, you're not here.
Water, bucket.
Actually, yes. Feel free to make a medicine check with strength instead of the medicine.
With strength?
Yes,
Okay.
because you're medicine, but you're shaking him physically.
That'd be an 18.
Okay. You are able to rouse him surprisingly effectively.
Uh-huh.
Those fucking Smorios.
Yes.
We've all been calling them that. We've all been calling them Smorios.
But those aren't the actual Smoreos. The actual Smoreos have graham cracker in the cookie. Those have marshmallow in the cookie. Why?
You know, these packages are
Why
kind
not?
of they're
Wait,
kind of evil.
Why not? Why
When you
would
think
they
about
not
it,
put
right?
graham crackers in there? It's easy.
No, well, like
Yeah.
the Smorios, these are.
Because this is chocolate marshmallow. Smorio, the s'mores,
God, it smells like
That's
freaking Cocoa Puffs.
different brand.
Oh, so there's an actual brand called Smorios.
No.
that's
There is a version of the
That's
Oreos by Nabisco called S'morios,
Okay.
which
That's
actually have graham
that has
cracker
graham
instead of the
cracker.
cookie.
And
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
asking-
just
like the birthday
chocolate
cake
and
one.
marshmallow.
Yeah, I'm asking why wouldn't they put the
I'm not a big fan of
graham
that
cracker
much
in there if they're
chocolate.
going to do this anyway? But
Because
they're
they already
lazy.
have a graham
Huh?
cracker
The
one.
birthday cake
Oh,
one?
okay.
No,
Making
those
one
ones.
that-
They have to have
Yes,
something.
besides
I
chocolate
look
and
at those. I'm
marshmallow.
thinking, oh, that's way too much chocolate.
So
Okay.
you rouse him from his sleep,
Yes, Roger.
and he's like,
Roger.
oh, jeez, man, I feel like somebody. Hold on. I need to ignore Tombstone accent and try to get to the Scooby-Doo accent.
Like Zoinks.
Like Scoob. Holy shit, man.
Like Scoob.
You're going Wyatt Earp.
I was slipping into Wyatt Earp there. Poor soul. Stress was too much for you to bear. Zoinks! I feel like someone hit me in the head with a bookshelf.
Oh, that's quite a bruise you have there. Someone might have. Can you? We are searching for Aaron. We hear that he.
You the guard?
Yes.
No, I'm a talking frog.
Oh, jeez, man. I think I'm not. I think I haven't come down yet.
Yeah, you're hallucinating
Well,
pretty hard. Anyway,
can you-
answer the man's question.
Can you at least
Can you see him?
see who?
Roll your
Roll
deception.
deception, please. With advantage because he just woke up.
Ha! Well, that's a 21. Okay, that's a 9. So 21.
Oh man.
He
Answer
would.
the question,
The
man.
best part is like I'm used to rolling, so rolling when
So
you
can
bullshit
you-
like
Answer the question. Answer the question.
So I'm gonna put this on pause for a little moment, just so we can get a little bit of training done. Karma. This is a prime moment to determine whether or not Karma would allow this to happen. Being Karma, would Karma
Karma's a
allow?
I am sorry.
Hey, if we put
Reason
her
I picked the name.
if we put her in water, would that be instant karma?
Oh,
No,
ooh.
no, because she's a witch, she'll sink. No, she'll float.
No,
How
she's
does
not
that
a witch.
work? I don't remember. I wasn't there.
They're
Which is
neither.
fighter, so she will sink.
Which is
If they witches float, they can swim, but if they drown, then they're not a witch.
So how many?
which was the actual
That was-
test.
Yeah.
How much counter wisdom we gotta put for their cement shoes?
So, would Karma be the type of person to allow for all she knows, an innocent man to be pranked on like this?
Well, wait, did we know that he went down and did what he did?
No,
We don't.
we don't.
Explain what happened.
While you're over there, could you grab me a nos from the fridge? Thank you.
Nice.
And can you grab my Powerade from the fridge?
And can I get an ice cube, please? Sorry.
And a packet of sugar?
But yeah,
he's like first request fine,
so
second request.
moments
Okay,
like
third
this
request. Fuck you.
are examples of character development. So the more that you engage in whether or not Karma would, the Nos.
And I wanted the Powerade in the door.
Well, you got legs, Froggies.
For now,
Until they get fried.
right?
So
Yes, which is why we don't roll
Well,
dice
I
on
also-
Friday.
What?
I said made fresh, yeah?
Yeah.
so I
Thanks.
Oh, I wasn't. That's the Father's Holiday special.
Whoa, is that why it's yellow?
You found the jug and had to go.
You, sir, are dehydrated.
Or it's been sitting a while.
I
sit a
Well,
while
that's
and
concerning.
listen. Evacuation.
Started out
Come.
When I was a kid, I never got the additional joke to that. I watched it as an adult. Even more hilarious.
Yeah.
Just like watching Cal and Chicken and rewatching Rocco's Modern Life. I wish I was brighter back then.
Well,
So
then of course
would
you know the
Karma-
famous reference in Animaniacs, right?
So would
Hello?
Karma approve
No,
or
we're looking for prints
disapprove
and she-
of the
fingerprints.
treatment of Roger
I
right
don't
now?
think so.
This is a kid's show.
Well, I mean, so far it has happened, but I think we should get back on track.
We are on track.
Okay.
This is,
No,
this
we're
is
not.
a technique for getting information.
So
we're doing good cop, frog cop.
Dry cop, wet cop.
Try cop.
tonight on Dry Cops. So, in addition, he Roger goes.
See.
So I'm also I'm
Yeah.
also hallucinating the demon woman.
Oh, her? No, she's here. What are you talking about? What hallucination?
They can't see
We're
me,
just-
my dude.
hold-
Just
we're
answer
just-
the question.
Hold me, doob.
We're,
And he just hugs his dog, and the dog.
we're- we just want to know which items here belong to Aaron.
Couple of the comic books and the thing that's smashed on the table.
Sniff,
That
Froggy,
explains
sniff.
a lot.
No, you can't acknowledge I exist. I'm a hallucination. He says out loud.
So I'll grab.
Are you
I'll
sure
grab.
she's not?
I'll
real?
grab. I'll
Are
grab
you
these.
sure she's real? Because she's talking to the frog.
Talking to what?
All right, buddy, just go to sleep. And I go and like close his eyes.
Which of these pamphlets
His
are his?
fingers get stuck to his eyelids and it goes. Very sticky.
First edition. Copy of King Travis. And you flip through some of the more comic book style books, and you see
Okay.
this
Do an investigation.
this
Okay, nope, that's not happening.
first roll natural one.
Yeah, not Ron.
That one. One of the comics that is
Excuse me,
in,
which
in,
one?
in bold lettering, very much akin to like Conan type comics, is King Travis, and you've got this larger than life humanoid figure, like basically
Hey, get down.
basically like He-Man style blonde hair, like completely clean shaven. He's wearing this gold trim armor and a massive sword that
Right.
he's holding in one hand, and in his other hand he's holding a banner. That's, you can't quite make out the insignia as the actual flag is waving off panel. But
Does it
he's
have
in-
stars and stripes on it?
You see, now I want to make him John Walker because fuck Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Johnny
he
Walker?
deserved better. I also
Really? His name is Johnny Walker?
John Walker. No, in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
No, I know what you're referring to. I know what you're
You-
referring
you
to. I
were
just, I
dirty in
didn't,
that
I didn't.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, his real name
didn't
is
realize
John
that his
No
name was.
relation to Johnny Walker.
Oh, are we sure?
I
I
don't know.
mean, at least
Positive.
it's not
I don't
Johnny
even know what we're
Wheelchair.
talking about.
Walker.
Winter Soldier?
Yep.
I haven't seen it.
Well, Johnny
Okay.
Walker is what, whiskey?
So-
Scotch.
Scotch. Okay.
We only got until 8:30,
it's
people.
whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Scotch
So,
whiskey.
but what was the follow-up question? Because for the
So
most
yeah,
part,
he was just like, he rolled a not one on investigation. So he's like, which one?
He points it out. Like it's
Okay.
You know,
okay.
The King Travis one. He's leading an army of faceless knights because
Okay.
their faces are
Well,
helmeted or
yeah.
shaded in shadow. He's clearly the star, and he's got this massive fucking like a saber-toothed tiger as a mount.
Mm.
He-Man.
Yeah, seriously.
Sniff it.
Hey.
Thank you. We'll be taking this with it. We will not. Is this of any value?
I mean, it's a first edition. You know.
I'm
I
sorry.
think it is.
I don't know what that means.
Means
Explain it to him.
I'm slipping into Deku here.
No, you're slipping into Morty. Deku would have been crying at this point.
All might.
It's fine because I am not here and fuck you.
I mean, it's worth quite a bit of gold as far as I'm aware.
Oh,
It was
okay.
First edition.
Well,
Very,
don't
very
worry.
rare.
I shall be sure to not damage it.
Well, I mean,
Thank you.
Taking it. You can get it back.
He will.
I've just given up
So-
on doing Shaggy at this point.
so we'll-
I can't remember. I can't remember how to do it.
Like Scoob. Oh my god, man.
I need some Scooby
Yeah,
snacks.
so the comic is his, and the weed pipe was his.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to touch that broken mound of glass shards. So okay.
The funnel
So-
is mostly still intact. You got to him before Solomon just smashed the whole thing into powder.
Well, anyway, so I will step outside the room. Come on. Let's walk out the room.
Right.
I'm gonna look him right in the eyes. I'm gonna go. I'm real, but no one's going to believe you.
No.
And I get down on my floor and I hop out.
You gotta do it before you walk out the door. Turn back, just.
There is something that I want to suggest, but you know, you say it'd be hilarious if you actually B-shaped before leaving the room. Really throw him for a loop.
Then he would just know as a druid.
How would he? Well, okay, yeah, there are a lot of interesting. Okay,
Yeah, he lives in a hospital full
Yeah.
of them.
Well, if you're a changeling, just turn into Father Solomon. You've seen him.
well, the thing is, the druids, they can't speak well in beast form. You know, so which is probably why he thinks that this is a hallucination. All right. All right.
So, outside, do you go to meet up with Father Solomon?
No, I'm going to step right outside the door so I can hand him the.
Now sniff it.
Yeah. Close the door,
Yeah.
and I'll be shaping to.
Yeah. I suppose
There you
you're good
go.
for something.
Oh, thanks. For a bit.
I'm imagining a dog just going. Ribbit.
So I
Just
suppose-
make
I
us
suppose
just
we'll
one
be up
out.
there if I just roll an investigation for finding more shit downstairs. I guess. I don't know.
You are doing your investigation.
Yeah, that's a 2.
You don't find
You
shit.
are walking around this lunchroom, just.
I should say the main floor.
Oh, the main floor entirely?
Yeah.
Oh, the main floor entirely. That'll be perception actually. So roll again. Wow.
I'm still eating that fucking.
You are wondering.
We are the detective crew.
So, if I remember correctly,
Brave detectives, brave and true.
did you ever actually take off the doctor's robes?
No!
So you're walking around this hospital in doctor's
In
robes,
my disguise,
eating as you
slick
walk.
hair back.
With like probably food drips
No.
on
Oh,
it.
he's clean.
I'm clean.
He's a clean eater.
Roll
For now.
dexterity.
So you're walking around and you don't really notice it. One of the druids bumps into you, notices who you like, notices that you're a doctor, and he goes like, accent, come to me.
That's what the room to say.
Go Russian. Go Russian.
Go Russian?
Excuse me.
Nikolai.
Pardon me.
Go France.
French?
France.
Oh, a French dude?
Oh,
Not so racist.
Oh, thank
Sacre bleu. Who would have ever heard of
No,
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What the hell was that? That was not French.
That's the
Close enough.
stereotypical French.
No, it's not.
in
I've used
the,
Thank
in the
you.
cartoons, yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. It's a French. It's a French.
Slash Japan.
No, it's a French.
French
Elvis.
Tex. He's
It's
a
a
French
French Elvis.
A French Texan.
It's the Pink Panther.
Thank
French.
you very much. Like, oh, thank you. Perfect.
Jesus.
I needed another doctor. Come, this man needs help. Do you have spell slots? Come. And he just like pulls on your robe.
I'm just gonna go in because this is. I'm entertained. Just
At the
Word
moment,
kill.
you.
Okay. Like,
Couldn't
how
resist.
large is this container you're eating from? Because you've been eating for like
About that.
20
It's
minutes.
about that big.
I haven't physically been eating it. On the way to the lunchroom, I was drinking the juice.
It's still like there and back and there and back and.
He likes to. He takes his time while eating. This is why you never actually see him eat. This is the one rare time you witness him eating regular food.
He's
So
just
he
like
brings
taking
you-
one bite every 5 minutes.
He brings
Yeah.
you to
You're right.
one of the dwarf patients. It's not the same dwarf patient as what was seen last session. This is a new one. And this one is even more ill-tempered than the last one, just cussing out a storm in Dwarvish. And the only reason you know he's cussing is because every other druid who is able to speak Dwarf is like, wow,
So I just cast that comprehend language.
if you'd like.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna hate you.
They're not gonna fucking know.
Do you have subtle casting?
Well, as far as I'm aware, comprehend language is just like, what, verbal components?
Yeah, but they're still gonna recognize that he's expending a spell slot. Of
If
something
the
frivolous.
dude's yelling at a storm, I don't think he's paying much attention to what other people are saying.
Like, just pretend like you're healing him. And, like, do the
No, I'm
hand
just
gestures.
gonna. Comprehend.
No,
Sleight of hand.
you can basically just go like, comprehend.
Just.
Because
Hello there.
because
General Kenobi.
remember we did have to confirm that
Not enough
you
sass.
can
Needs more sass.
you have
For
to
Kenobi.
enunciate. You
Kenobi.
can't whisper a spell vocation unless you have subtle spell.
Oh, fine. Just. That whatever he's saying is beyond my comprehension.
Roll
Is
credits.
it sad that could potentially work?
Well, see, if this is an
I like
if this is an anime and you have to speak the spell before it actually activates, usually the name spoken is after like the spell words are uttered.
Comprehension. I cannot do this. I cannot. Comprehend. I cannot.
Yeah, go Yoda.
Oh, that's what I should be doing. Grung Yoda.
Grogan.
Or Michigan J. Grung.
Right. So, long story short, this guy
Come on.
is.
No.
What were some of the nastier racial slurs that we made for Asimars and
I don't
humans
know
and stuff?
because the Blood Brother couldn't come up with any good ones.
Asimar, let's see here. Fat Asimar?
Well, if that's
Dumb Asimar?
It's an
Bastard
insult with an
children
F.
of the
It's a
gods.
compliment with a PH.
What?
It's an insult with an F. It's a compliment with a PH.
Fat ass.
Fat
ass.
Asimar. Shut up, you fat Asimar.
I was typing out slurs and I accidentally put T. So I almost
Wait.
googled
Slurps?
I almost googled Asimar racial sluts instead of slurs. I almost, and I'm curious to see what it would actually come up with if I did that.
Featherbrain.
Land. Okay, so we've got
Sky Monkey.
Landlocked.
the big list of racial slurs. Anyone who isn't water breathing. Okay, that's dwarves, elves, drow, high elves, bios, humans, halflings, humans. Come on, dragonborn, gnomes, half orcs,
Sugar humans. Why are you so
tieflings,
generic?
Kenku, Asimar. God's pet goody two shoes, wingless, earthbound bastard, half breeds, birdie, chicken brain, chicken angel face.
Kentucky Fried. That's my insult. Hey, Kentucky Fried.
Holy buckets.
Holy buck.
Yeah. So,
Hey,
but no,
Jordan,
like a
the spices,
whole
get over here.
slew of just racial slurs for the Asimar, for the humans, and insulting the clerics and saying that they just hate dwarves because they're not healing him and all that shit.
So I can
Oh, so this
I
is
can
the
understand
patient?
kind of what he's going on about.
Okay.
I've got a couple for him to snap him out. Hey, listen here, you vertically challenged rock humper.
Hey, fuck you wingless chicken!
Nah, fuck me yourself, you coward.
I would fuck you myself, but your fucking staff won't heal my goddamn legs!
That sounds like a you problem. What, you gonna cry to your mummy?
No! What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remember your face, and when I can walk again, I'm gonna pay you a visit, and I'm gonna take you up on your offer to fuck you up the arse!
I like this one. Oh, do please come find me in Drifell at the...
We're in Drifell, you
Hold on.
madly challenged
No.
cunt!
What the fuck? Is it just the cathedral? What the fuck is it called?
Well, the palace is,
Because there's other churches, there's cathedral, there... I don't actually know because we haven't named it.
well, it's essentially Palace Drifell, and it is the High Cathedral. Yours is the High Cathedral of Drifell.
Yeah.
Or the-
Come see me at the High Cathedral in Drifell.
Oh, like some no-chump doctor working in Danish is going to be working over at the church.
Actually, yeah. You want to say that again, you slimy little bit?
Who the fuck are you supposed to be?
Let's see if we can't fix those legs.
And, he's in this, he's in this wheelchair at the moment, and he's like, "There's only one fucking good use for this blasted thing," and he's trying to get it to like roll backwards, but because it's a wheelchair, it's obsolete. No one knows how to use them. So he's like, "Mm," and the other
Is it
doctor
locked?
like hold him in place.
Here, let me cure your legs. Power word kill.
Fucking nah. I
He's
suppose
definitely not high enough
Kieran
level for
wouldn't
that.
do good enough for that, would it?
I mean, that's minimally level
What
11.
the fuck are my cantrips?
It should be in the 0 section of the spell list.
There's no 0 section on the spell list.
No?
Oh, it's cantrips.
Then
Never
you
mind,
did
I'm
it
good.
wrong.
I'm used to my cantrips being right here, not all the way
There are
down
no
here.
healing cantrips. They are only first
So-
level spells.
No.
for
Cure
Cure
healing.
wounds will help the healing process along, and they'll regain his hit points. But the broken bone will require
Regeneration.
not necessarily regeneration. That's for more severe injuries.
Healing spirit.
Honestly, maybe.
Hit it with a stick.
Yes, set the bones.
Or I
first.
could hit him with 2 cure wounds and call it good.
I mean,
One on each leg.
I mean, legit. I was gonna mention that you could just legitimately cast. I think it was a 2nd or 3rd level healing spell, and that should work. Yeah, like lesser restoration will help set the bone.
Except for I've only got level 1s because you haven't written anything else out, and I don't know what I have.
What level are you?
Your mother.
What level are you?
I have
He's
3 spell slots.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
No,
That doesn't
I
help us.
believe.
If you're level 2, then yes, you have 3 3 spell slots.
So you will be able to use Cure Wounds. If you'd like to do that twice, that should set the bone.
Good enough, we'll do it.
Right? You could also... Do you have a 2nd level spell slot, I think?
No, you only roll.
If you let me know what level he is, I can tell you.
Well,
how many
he's
spell
Yeah,
slots
but
he
I'm
has.
an NPC PC.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Because what he's got there
He's
is
an
what we've got to do.
NPC,
Yeah.
Solomon, but
Okay.
he's also a player character, so he's an NPC PC. He's got other things that aren't.
Yeah, so... But yes, you could use Cure Wounds twice, and that'll set the bones.
Just use it twice. Yeah. Boom, boom.
Alright? Mark 'em.
Two on spells now, so.
Fair enough. So you cast Cure Wounds on this fucking just rude dwarf.
Why is the dwarf narrating?
Because it's the dwarf. It's from his perspective.
So,
It's gone to like a sky.
we've gone from a D&D game to a short story.
I mean, that's what the Tales of Drifell is, for all intents
You
and
vertically
purposes.
challenged
It's a
rock
collection of short
humper.
stories. The dwarf just kind of looks down and is like,
He don't cure wounds, but he showers at the bone.
Thanks. You fuck.
Just give him some head pats. That's a good boy.
In all fairness, I retorted to his fucking banter with insults in defense. Now I kind of just want to do it because I'm going to run away from him and he can't catch me.
Sure he can. He fixed his legs.
Yeah, but he's shorter than me.
So
I'm
he
6
still only has
foot.
a 20 he still
I'm
only has a
6 foot
25
and
foot.
he's like, what, 5? Maybe
he's
4?
He's about 4'8".
So one of my steps is like 6 of his.
He's a dwarf, so he doesn't really run. He kind of trundles.
Get back here, you fucking monster!
I'm wasted on cross country. We dwarves are natural sprinters. Very dangerous over short distances.
Yeah, very short distances.
So it's at this point that the three of you, you round the corner and you see him healing a dwarf, and the dwarf just kind of like, thanks,
No.
you fuck.
So we're gonna step right outside the room.
Mhm.
I'm gonna hand our bloodhound the
The blood frog.
our blood frog
Your
the
blood
the
frog.
comics to sniff. Right? Okay. Get a good scent.
Why are you acting like you're sniffing next to his underwear?
All right.
You
And then I'm going.
there's
And
some
then
good sense in there, man. Let's just get a contact high from sniffing this comic book.
yeah, nice.
You're more or less a roll. What was the stat for that? Bloodhound.
Oh, he gets advantage.
It's nature, right?
Yeah.
No. Survival.
Yeah, roll survival
that's
with
what it
advantage.
is.
Survival with
change
advantage.
the ring.
Well, I was kind of banking on you not reading it.
Nah.
18.
Yeah.
Not reading what?
Because I know what it does.
Got an 18.
What do you have?
All right.
Nothing.
Things that we fixed up with the omen sheet, I transferred over to that one. And,
Okay. That's not what the ring does he has on the other campaign.
So, you are able to track him. He is heading out the main door. And do you follow?
Do I follow?
You follow the scent.
I follow the scent, yes.
You round the corner, and you see Father Solomon healing the dwarf.
I bark.
Father Solomon, you hear a fucking dog barking at you.
It's technically a language. I could comprehend it.
Yes, you hear woof.
He literally says wolf and dog.
Just
Woof, woof, ribbit, woof.
Because speak with animals is its own separate spell.
he says ribbon. I already know it's him. That's like his
he's
tagline.
Well, there's also the fact that we're following him.
Well, I haven't looked up to this point. I'm focused on this dwarf that I've taken a liking to.
Okay.
Alright. Can I go now?
See if you can walk.
He stands up, he just breaks his legs again.
He slams his hands onto the side of the wheelchair, gets up, roll insight.
It's
He rolled an 8, so.
+5.
13.
13.
This guy's fully capable of standing. His legs are just numb. So it's like trying to stand on sleeping. It's like trying to stand up on a sleeping foot. It's not comfortable to do.
So they're not even numb. They are asleep because he's been sitting for a while.
Mm-hmm. He's like, there. You see?
That's standing, not walking.
He
So
he turns
is it,
to start walking,
is it,
limping.
Is it at this point where we're walking by the door?
You can at this point you're kind of like walking
So
past him.
so this is like in the hallway. This is
Yes.
all this is happening. Okay, I thought this was in a room. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, now's my chance
So-
to do it. I'm gonna take the
So
wheelchair.
we're gonna go.
You said I had to find one.
So
Yeah, okay, you want to take it? One of the orderly who's like holding on to the wheelchair, not like aggressively, but like kind of like this, like, who are you? None of us have a ring.
who are you?
I mean, pendant like. Sure. He removes his arm. He's like, but who are you? Seriously, I haven't seen you around.
He removes his arm.
From,
Wow.
From the wheelchair.
Oh, okay. Wait, his arm was on the wheelchair?
His arm was on the wheelchair. Yeah.
They call me an omen. I'm kidding. No. Father Solomon, who do you think I am, you slimy git?
Wait. What? You're him.
Yeah, I borrowed a coat. I'm straight on gonna make Father Solomon in this fucking basically Constantine from the city.
Why? I mean, we don't. We don't.
As we're walking by, Max is gonna go, Father, we're headed into town. Time to stop playing dress up. We need to go.
Oh, but I thought these looked I thought this coat made me look so bloody nice.
The coat is very becoming, but
It's mine now.
you should probably leave it here and stop playing dress up.
I mean, we don't. And for the wheelchair, I mean, we don't normally use them because they're obsolete and we shouldn't be using them at all because we have magic. But like, would you mind letting us have it until we've fixed this problem?
God damn it, you get this fucking...
Remember your position.
I know. I'm going to sit in it and try and pop a wheelie with it. I'm hoping I get a 1 because I want to fall flat on my ass.
All right. That would be a drive
17.
check. A drive check, which is dex based.
19.
You pop a wheelie for approximately 5 seconds, 6 seconds, and then on the 7th one,
For a full round, huh?
You fall forward, and you are like on all 4, and the doctors are like,
All right.
maybe they're not obsolete. Perfect children entertainment.
Yes, quite. All right, you can have it back. I'm done. I had my fun.
All right, so. The 4 of you exit the hospital following the blood grung.
I'm still in the coat.
And you draw the gaze of a few other doctors and nurses, for lack of a better term, and they...
It's more for blending in and not
Well,
getting
it's more the fact that
swarmed.
they
That's why I
heard what
would-
you said, and now they're like... They're too hesitant to say anything. Like, oh, can you have that back?
So I would notice them be like, "Hey, out with it."
Can we keep the coat, please? We only have a limited supply. Thank you, Father.
Just kinda- That's better. Back to normal.
All right.
Yes.
Outside of the hospital, Froglegs, you have the image in your mind of the scent merging with that of painted wood and iron, the combination of which is very similar to the carriage you rode in on. So you can ascertain that Aaron Keldor took a carriage ride all the way down. The lunch break itself, from what you can gather, because you've only been here for so long, no longer than about 30 minutes ago. No longer than 30 minutes drive. And this is a
No longer than 30 minutes, but how long a drive is it into town?
That you don't necessarily know. It is a distance. It is quite the time.
Is it longer than 30 minutes? Is it longer
Oh
than...
yes, absolutely. Like 30 minutes is what it would take to get towards, say, the next city down. Like at a
Oh, is he
at
going to a
slow
city at the? Is
pace.
he going to a city at the base of the mountain?
And because there are 4 of them, it would probably, if you're not going at a brisk
So he's
pace.
going all the way down there.
Yep. So, if you wanted to not rush, probably about 2 hours to get to the bottom by carriage.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that yet. I want to go back in. There was something I forgot to say to the dwarf.
Okay.
It's gonna be fast. I'm fucking booking it.
Okay. So Solomon, what do you say to your party to let them know that you'll be back?
1 second. Forgot something.
I don't understand.
I'll pet the dog. You still got it?
Roof.
Okay.
Ribbit.
Where's it going? Where's it going? He'll catch up.
Alright, and I just start walking.
Now, keep in mind, there is still a carriage here that you rode in on.
Oh,
It hasn't moved anywhere.
I'm gonna say as I'm running in there, like, wait for me, I got a faster way. Faster-ish. We could probably beat him there.
I'm still walking.
Okay.
As dogs do.
Yeah.
Alright, you
I'm
get
a
back
dog
into the
following a
hospital.
scent.
Roll perception to find the dwarf.
I don't care, it can be any dwarf at this point. It's a 3, so it's gonna be any dwarf.
The first dwarf you come across.
Just a random dwarf.
You roll a 3 plus what?
What was it,
enough.
investigation?
Perception.
Oh,
3 plus not enough.
they moved everything, persuasion,
Perception will be under wisdom.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
It'll be in the wisdom block.
Oh, so 6.
Plus 6? So
No.
plus 3s.
Plus 3, 6.
Yeah, 6 total.
You don't find the same dwarf. You look around for a while.
Just an old granny dwarf.
I don't care.
With a
Dwarf is a
little
dwarf
shop.
at this point.
They all look the same.
This is why he loses his memory a lot.
It's the beards.
There's the percentage dice. Lower is better.
98.
I just realized I rolled 2 of them that had the exact same number on them.
Well, you
so I
can
tell.
do it, but you just have to have one as does.
Well, they
designated
were
10.
both, yeah. So, trying it again, because I fucked up. So you don't find a dwarf.
So
You do not, but you
I'll
you
head
do
back
find
towards the front.
you,
tell the
you,
lady-
you do see a gnome.
A particularly buff gnome.
Nah. I'll tell the lady at the front. That dwarf I helped. Tell him it's time for his scheduled beard trimming. Runs out. Dwarves love their beards.
Dorona Than is sipping her tea and she goes, I will not be doing that, Bob.
He insulted me. I have to. Well, you don't have to. It's totally not like I didn't call him a... What the bloody hell was it again? Something rock humper. Whatever. Wait, good day. I'll be going. I can't remember. I had a 3. So, yeah, of course. How'd I go? Sorry. Andy, who's it? You guys want to get there fast? Get back in the carriage. We'll take the portal.
Okay.
Oh, but how will we find out how will we know if he leaves the path?
Well, if he's going to the town to get supplies, it doesn't matter, right?
Well, we're not entirely sure if he is. He might just be using it as an excuse to, leave.
That's why we're following the smell.
But you haven't said. All right, we can split the party again. So there's what, 4 of us?
Well,
At
I
the
mean,
moment,
I
yes.
suppose you could put the dog on the driver's seat with the driver, and he could direct him.
Shotgun.
No. Because there's more than one way to do this. If you want to follow and see if he's going off the path, that's perfectly fine. But if we split up and one of us get to the city first via magical things that His Majesty set up for
Oh.
certain peoples, we can get to city faster. It's one way. You will be frisked. So don't steal anything. I don't think I took anything.
Why would I need to steal anything?
You don't want to deal with the cell keepers.
Yes, this is very true.
Mm-hmm.
So, Karma, you would be able to pick up on the fact that Father Solomon is referring to the portal towers.
You don't want to walk.
The portal towers were
Is
set
there
up.
is there an orange one and a blue one?
No,
Okay.
no, they are all quite. I think it's the type of blue that if you put it next to a different shade of blue, it looks purple. But if you put it next to a purple, it looks blue. It's that one, that type of color.
Okay.
Yeah. So, The you would know the
Is
portals.
this a ver-
exist.
is
You
this
would
a
know
reference
the
to something
portals are
that I'm not
one
getting?
way.
Okay.
And yes, how often do you think Karma would have utilized these portals? Now, keep in mind, like the portals work one way; they work downwards. Or does Karma prefer to walk places?
I'm trying to think what she has to do going downwards.
Well, do you go on little adventures with me when I go down to the city and get supplies for whatever the fucking debaucherous shit that I'm doing up in the church?
Probably.
All right.
We take the portals because I'm a lazy fuck.
Yeah.
And see, that's why he was divorced 28 times.
No, it's because they all died and I couldn't bring them back because it's illegal or something.
Okay then.
Oh, so yes. Father Solomon has suggested portals.
Portals.
Should we test them first?
Well, we used them enough.
From what they're saying.
I mean,
Well, I think it would.
by all means, y'all can go ahead. I'm taking a portal.
Ooh, we could get there faster.
I can just meet you in the city.
So for the most part, we have technically 3 options. The first option was the aforementioned
Okay.
walking.
Yeah,
where
we'll
you
go
could-
with, yeah.
Where you could walk down and just follow along on foot. The second option is using the carriage. And the third option is using the portals.
I mean, you still have the comic book, right?
Yeah.
He'll
Yeah,
get the
so we can-
sign.
we
so
can
we
track
can
him.
just retrack him when
We
we
But
can-
we could always find out. If we beat
But-
him there and he's not there, we can always
Let's see.
pick up his scent, or if we didn't cover it, we can find him. And
So-
send him.
Knowledge of a druid's B shape, would that be Arcana or would that be
That'd be Arcana, yeah.
Arcana? Alright.
I have not stopped walking this entire time, so just following the set.
So I guess we'll just.
See him when we see him.
Very single track mind.
Okay,
as a dog.
so-
Apparently
that's-
so.
Okay, so I rolled a 16, so I do know that I would know that druids would have a limited time
Oh, absolutely.
for their B shape.
Absolutely.
In fact, I think it's what, 1 hour per level?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got about 2 hours.
I already burned one though. To be a duck.
Okay, so
Last session.
well, you do get the backup for short rest, thankfully.
Yeah.
But but-
we'd have to take a short rest.
so
So
did,
the-
I don't. Did you ever tell us your name? You were tell me your name?
Yes.
Okay.
He's mentioned a couple times.
Okay.
Well, no, he hasn't.
No, my
Yeah.
character hasn't.
The character
Yeah.
has not.
Yeah.
I think Jahir might have once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Jahir Jafar, wherever you are.
Joe, wherever you are.
Joe, whatever.
Pooch, Spot, Rex,
Fido!
Fido.
No, just keep going.
Sergeant
Keep
Croker!
going. we have a faster way to get to town.
I don't understand you.
Can't
Yeah,
throw
you
a
do.
rock at him?
You
Yeah,
can
you do.
understand others.
Oh, I
You
can.
you do maintain the intellectual capabilities of your. So basically, you switch out the physical stats, Dex, Strength, Con,
Mhm.
and you retain like intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So
You just can't speak your normal languages anymore.
You can fuck whatever animal you want, that being said.
Am I still in range to hear you guys though? Because you spent a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
time
I mean, were you trotting or were you fucking running?
going as fast as I could while still keeping the scent.
so
Okay,
trotting
so
probably.
fairly slowly then. Because going too fast would lose
But
it.
do I hear him? Is the question.
I mean, if he
Roll
calls out to you,
perception.
you know, go for it. Roll it.
Perception is
That's wisdom. I use.
tight. That's a 7.
Staying alive, staying alive.
Ha, 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 ha.
Stay alive.
So what are you rolling for perception?
Perception. I got a 7.
Oh, we got 7 total.
Yeah, I just rolled a digital die because
He's a little focused.
All right,
Apparently, the digital die don't like you any more than your real die do.
my 2 survival rolls were a 16 and an 18.
Okay.
And then I got a
No, you are hard focusing on this sense, and you do not hear the this rather rude human calling out to you by your shape alone.
Alright, well, someone's gonna have to keep an eye on him.
Can I just throw a rock at him?
Yeah,
you
you
can.
can.
Can you hit me from that far is the question.
Roll
it.
I would like to mention that none of you have thought to just run after him.
Well,
That sounds like work.
if Karma can't get his attention by hitting him with a rock,
Which one?
what's the distance?
So,
D20.
D20. It's just
And
an
then
attack roll.
make an attack roll.
Where's
So
my bowl?
I mean, the distance is only like 200 feet, maybe.
that's still a long way off to hit a. I mean, you've got the arm for it. You can make the
Well,
distance. That's
get
no
a-
I
question.
was able to do that in
Get a running
softball in
start,
junior
you'll be
high.
fine.
You got high with what?
What? 2.
No,
No?
you pick up a
Are
stone,
you sure?
you chuck it,
You can always do
it
another.
goes way off track.
You can do another one.
How many rocks do I have?
Just
How
pick
many
it up
sta-
off the ground.
Fuck it. I'm gonna follow suit. I'm gonna pick up a rock and I'm gonna huck it at this dog.
Because everyone
With a
starts throwing
6.
rocks. I got a 9.
A 9.
And
So you add your dex plus
Wait.
proficiency.
None of these people are hitting
What's
me.
this?
Add your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency. So that's add 5 to
If
it.
we don't hit him, it might get us
So
attention.
14.
What's your what? That actually might hit him
14?
I don't have the stats for me, but that sounds like it probably hits.
because I think the AC on a dog is like 12.
Well, you also have to keep in mind that
He's
when I
moving.
said 200 feet, most like unarmed throws
Well, that's a minus
does
5.
not reach 200 feet. They, at the
Okay.
most part, they reach 120.
I'm just
Yeah,
trying to get
at
his
most.
attention.
We'll just get a running
He
start
doesn't need
for
to
2
hit
rounds.
him.
Alright, I'm gonna whip another rock. Yeah, that's a 12. And
Well, what's your dex? Well, it's an attack roll, so dex plus.
14.
So what, you
Jeeves
have
is
a 1
going
on.
to
You
step
have,
up to you and go,
you have a 0 in
Sure.
dex.
What? No, I said a +2.
Yeah, plus your proficiency because it's an attack roll. So it's
no, no,
an
no, no. He's not proficient in improvised weapons.
Oh, okay.
Jeeves is just going to walk up to the three of you and go, "Why are you chucking rocks at that innocent dog?"
You wanna
We're
try
trying to get him. We're trying to get his.
I'm gonna have a
we're trying to
rock
get his
to
tail
Jeeves'
back
back.
here.
Alright, you do it.
That innocent dog broke your back.
Yeah, that's the frog.
Have you tried walking over to it?
Why?
He keeps going away.
It's not walking very fast.
He's further and further every second, man.
Do I get a pay raise if I chuck this rock at him?
If you can hit him, I'll give you 20 gold.
You don't have gold, sir.
Oh, I do. It's under my pillow. I mean, not under my pillow.
Fine, sir. Fine.
And if you miss, you're eating cobwebs.
Natural 20.
You see, now Jeeves is going to hesitate. I think I'll not.
And if you don't, you're gonna be eating cobwebs.
Oh. Alright. So Jeeves is going to wind up. Help!
Sounds like someone's gonna be eating cobwebs.
Good thing
He starts to fall down.
It just so happens that I got some right here.
So while I'm throwing, I'll run up to the dog.
And Jeeves apparently just crashes onto the floor.
No, I'm going behind him. I'm gonna
Breaks his
there.
back.
Pop!
Roll medicine.
Watch, it's gonna be a 1.
Good thing we are where we are.
No, that's gonna be a 20.
Actual 20, not a
25.
4, but a 20.
Gonna do that with the rock,
Come
huh?
on, plus 5 to medicine. Yeah.
The clergyman? Yes, the cleric has a good medicine score.
So while they're screwing around, I'm gonna go run up and grab the dog.
That should fix it.
You, as Jeeves falls, you go to catch him like this, and then you go. You just start puncturing bits of the. Sorry, not puncturing.
Popping bits of the spine.
Acupuncturing with your finger. And for a brief moment, Jeeves' whole body turns into that of the Pillar Men. and then back to the...
The Pillarman?
yeah. JoJo, Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that was a JoJo reference.
Okay.
So, Jeeves is feeling much better. Thank you, sir. I can try again if you'd like.
Nah, I don't want you to really eat those cobwebs. I was just messing with you. I wanted to see if you'd do it.
So, Javarax, the human...
Attorney at law.
Attorney at law. The human runs up to you as you are sniffing about this trail. He reaches you.
We have a faster way to get into town.
I kind of roll on my side.
Come on. Come on. Here, boy.
Nobody got a phone.
I'm waiting for Tommy scratches.
Wow.
Fine, fine. You're on me for this one, though.
I spring back to my feet.
Alright.
I'm now just following wherever Max goes.
That's cool.
Alright. You meet up back with
Let's
each
go, Father.
other.
We have about 50 minutes left.
Huh?
We only have about 50 minutes left. Let's go.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh shit, you're the one speaking Abyssal now.
It's celestial. It's a little less crude than... I just...
Something like deep speech.
So, you would be aware that each city has roughly... Okay. The half-ring cities have 2 towers each. Danis
Kalu Akbar! Kalu Akbar!
No. Yeah, see, we have half-ring cities. Lots of half-rings here.
The Danis
Would you like sushi with those half-rings?
Danis is the only full ring city in the entirety of Drifell.
So it's got 4.
Yep, Danis has 4 towers that you can teleport to, though they're rarely used to go down from because there's very little point to it. But occasionally speaking, you know, there is an armory in the actual palace itself that they will use to transport to these towers in case of like invasions and stuff like that. In case enemies get to that city, they can teleport in armors.
Beaker,
and
you're such a little
like that.
slut.
And then every single half ring city beneath that has 2 each.
Half-ring city.
Pick one on each side or one on
Half-ring
each
city.
Primarily symmetrical to its counterpart city on the other side of the mountain. So not necessarily on the sides or the center, but centered between the 2 extremes of far end and center of the ring. Half ring.
fuzzy boy.
And then, so because there are 4 levels.
One of my other characters is a half-ring.
4 levels. So you can choose.
I've been making that joke for 5 minutes and no one's been catching up on
I
me.
got it, but it's
You're
just
the
like...
guy who wants to leave early. I'm trying to keep us on track.
Oh, so isn't she a half elf?
So,
Half help.
alright. He's just a half man in general.
Baby.
Just so- So the So you did know, because I believe. Oh no, you never actually asked Then where they get the material from.
Yeah, we asked him what city.
We asked and he didn't know.
No, you asked Dex,
Oh.
and he said to ask the lady at the front desk. You only asked her where Aaron's stuff was.
Oh.
And
I
which
thought-
way he went.
Yes, we failed our dex check.
Fuck off.
Alright,
I
that's
could have
fine.
sworn we
So
Well, he
you
offered the
have-
information freely, so we didn't have to write a check.
Again, the boop
Um,
is.
So, however, you only have 2 options for the ground cities because you do know that he's going to the ground. You've got Edovel and Jaleo. Oh, wait, no.
First one.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Dex did no.
He did say it.
Yes, it was Roger. Because I mentioned Jalale at one point in time. You go to the Jalale city. You just don't know where in Jalale. That's right.
You were gonna call.
Jeeves, baby, take us to the Jalale Tower. We're going down.
All right, sir. Everyone hop in.
Rough? Rough?
Jeeves will climb onto the driver's seat.
I'm gonna go just cuddle up in Jeeves' lap.
You're a hound, aren't you?
Yeah.
Big
What
dogs
doggo?
are lap dogs
he
too.
can set his head in his lap.
He did call a shot.
Hey, I have a 140-pound mastiff who thinks she's a lap dog. It can work.
No, don't
It
eat the
just
gingies.
hurts.
Excuse. Oh, right. Okay, you have. I thought you said you are.
Yeah,
Yes,
I thought
I
you
am
said-
a mastiff.
Hey, you're wild shape into a fucking
That's
dog.
that is an option.
I got 2 decent-sized pit bulls who both think they're lap dogs.
He did a
And
fudge
they want to
boy.
sit on your lap at the same time, so,
So.
it's not very good.
Now you get shotgun. How many of you are getting in the carriage versus on the carriage?
Let's run on those carriages.
I'll get on the carriage.
Okay, so you hop on the back.
I'll get in because my spot next to Jesus.
Is he gonna take us to the city, or is he gonna take us to the portal, and then we get to the city through the portal?
Well, he said we're taking the portals. So.
Yeah.
Okay, just want to make sure that we are actually taking the portals, and Jesus doesn't think that we're gonna be driving all the way down there.
Jeeves knows.
Okay.
Oh, believe me,
What a garbage man holding on to the side with the running board.
I mean, that's where Max is hanging off of right now.
He was on the back. There's side, and then there's the back.
Yeah. Fair enough. All right, so you're just hanging out the front door. Only Karma is sitting in the carriage like the semi-royalty she is.
You can take
Hey, just because I have a seat of power and I'm supposed to be highly respected doesn't mean I can't be normal like the rest of the people.
I'm gonna take
So
a little
you-
cat nap.
So the carriage pulls
Do you have that
off,
spell?
Fresh?
rotates around,
I don't have that spell.
and heads straight back
forgot that was the
to
spell.
the High Cathedral.
What?
Well,
Oh yeah, can I short
No,
rest as a dog?
I mean, technically yes.
Tight.
They can fall asleep anywhere.
Right. The carriage winds up, and Jeeves kind of calls back to you, Father Solomon. He goes, "Sir, how quickly did you want to get to the portal?"
Hey, Sap. Please?
Hiya!
In a half hour or more.
No, that's a gold one. I'm using the brown one. Come on. And a 16 plus his dex for the drive check. He makes it. The Rams pulling the carriage.
My Lamborghini.
And they just start booking it. Takes you not a whole lot of time at all. It takes you like a good 12 minutes to get to the upper echelons and gets you to the palace walls. The guards recognize the carriage with Jeeves on it. They recognize Father Solomon hanging off the side like a fucking bat out of hell.
Looking sleepy, just kind of.
So they open the gates, they let you go in. You pull up in front of the High Cathedral. Who's first?
Lead on, Father.
It's that thing right there. Step into it.
You point into the cathedral.
Wait,
Oh,
there's one of my fuck.
The carriage isn't going through the portal?
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
Why? Isn't that allowed?
No, okay.
I mean, you could. You have to get it into the cathedral, which very difficult with stairs.
But not impossible.
It's not.
Who has levitate?
I think the carriage probably weighs more than 500 pounds.
So Father Solomon leading the charge, Karma following it right behind him. The dog getting rudely awakened from his 12-minute power nap.
Oh,
The Jesus, and get you, mutt.
And so the mutt and the human follow behind. You make your way to the portal room, which is on the other side of the library.
I forgot that was in here. Oops.
Tamaki greets you. She asks, "How did it go?"
Not done yet.
Oh.
Roof.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, he's
We're taking the fast way down.
It's been rough.
Roof.
Smite him!
What a cute dog.
Rough.
It's not a dog.
He followed me home. Can I keep him?
No, we don't allow animals in here.
Okay.
That one's the only exception.
As Father Solomon points to Karma.
You filthy animal.
Fuck you.
Well, she's,
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
she is a chameleon.
Well, here's the question. In line with that comment, is it technically incest if it's your adopted father? And is it incest if the adopted father didn't want to adopt you in the first place? He was simply
Somebody snap
forced
Snara's
to.
neck.
Anyway,
I feel like Child Services is going to kind of...
Object to this?
Yeah, they're going to reverse that adoption.
Raul
real quick.
brought them to me. He knows damn well what I'm gonna do.
There's a reason single adult men aren't allowed to adopt 16-year-old girls.
no. Anyway,
Wait, how old are you?
so I believe it was.
I got confused
I believe
'cause
it
I
was
was-
17.
17.
I got confused because I was gonna say my dad had got me when I was 6, but
So, past the library, you enter a room that is just jam-packed with just very well
Appointed?
contained,
Maintained.
very well contained and strapped the fuck down weapons, shields, armor, spell focuses and stuff like that. You've
Foci?
got staffs, fuck you.
No,
Folky.
plural focus is foci.
Well, I say focuses because why not? If people can get away with saying die when they mean dice and dice when they mean die, I can piss off other people by doing the same thing with focuses.
Dices.
With various spell focus, staffs, wands, books, all of them are strapped down. They're well...
Foci.
They're just- And the portal is not active yet, but you do see Sarah. She is just kind of like lying down, just kind of power napping.
On.
Ah,
I'm not asking nicely. On.
She gets up.
Sarah's the hot blonde, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go over and kind of nudge her. Oof.
I am not a dog person. And she just like shoves past you as she goes over to
I
the
bite her ankle.
Make an attack roll.
Hell yeah.
She will kill you.
Yeah, it turns out she's a level 20 wizard. Power word kill, bitch.
13 plus whatever the strength for a dog is, so I don't know.
Well, plus the attack. The attack, I think.
Call it 15.
I will allow a 15 for this. You snap at her ankle, and she raises her foot up at the last moment and just kind of like basically donkey kicks your face a little bit. Not enough to deal damage.
Plus 3 to hit.
Plus 3 at 16? Still not enough.
Plus 3 to hit. 5. Okay.
Still not enough.
1d6 plus 1.
Eat my fuzzy boy.
She just like snaps her heel against your muzzle.
Oof.
And she goes, "Bad dog. Bad.
You can kill it if you want.
I am not cleaning up the blood. And plus, my boss wants me to open up a portal. Where are we even going?"
Ground floor.
I'm gonna bite the other ankle.
Jail? Right?
I will
Starts
tell.
with
I'll
a
tell the
J.
city.
Starts with a J.
Because I was there. I will tell the city.
That would be Jaleel with a Z.
Natural 20 to bite the other ankle.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Roll 2d6.
Just gonna.
No, 1d6.
2d6. If it's a crit.
1d6.
2d6.
1d6.
It's a crit.
And what did we establish long ago?
1d6 plus 6.
Oh, that's
There
right.
you go.
Right. No, plus 7. Because the base damage is 1d6 plus 1.
So it'd be
So it's still just plus 6.
One
Whatever
d-
you roll.
Well, 1d6 plus 7.
plus 8, right?
No,
Plus
it's 1d6 plus 1 in addition to the 6.
So
wouldn't the max
roll a
be
d6.
6? Wouldn't the max be
Just
6
roll a
plus
d6.
Just roll a d6.
one? Alright, d6.
Mhm.
That's a d6.
You
It's a
sever,
1.
So you deal 8 damage, but you
sever her
zone-
Achilles tendon.
you zone in on this woman's leg. You reach down, you just chomp down, and there's a very strange sensation, almost like you still only grazed her for some fucking reason.
What's going on?
But she like, ow! And she raises her leg all the way up,
I'm gonna run.
like all the way up, like basically like this. And she's like balancing, like, that bitch.
I'm gonna go run and hide behind Jeeves' legs.
Well, Jesus isn't in this room.
Oh, I'm gonna go hide behind Solomon's legs.
So you do pull out your whip and smack the frog?
Yeah, I do.
The dog.
The dog. Frog dog.
The
Frog dog.
drog.
Drog.
He's androgynous.
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 Well, he's a dog and a frog, so he's androgynous.
18 to hit with the whip.
Ah, fuck, that hit.
That hit, roll your 1d4 plus your... Yeah, I think the whip you have is a 1d4.
It's my magic.
Oh, watch me whip.
It's a 3.
I believe it's 3 plus your dex plus 1.
So, 6.
Your dog form takes 6 points of damage as you feel this radiant whip searing your flesh.
Ouch.
Carl, do you know how much HP a dog has?
7.
I think it might be 8 or 10.
I think we still need him.
10 sounds right.
Just a little bit.
Just stop attacking my employees.
5.
Oh.
You are knocked back into your grung form at the knees of Father Solomon.
Just a frog collapses.
Oh yeah, and your
As
your
your
natural
rightful-
form takes 3 damage.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Just know your place as you should be.
3 damage. Neat. Alright.
As much as I get irritated at Sarah, they failed.
Great. I hope you guys are ready to take a short rest before we can track anything.
Yep.
We get to
Sarah
the city first.
shrieks, "Ah! Talking frog!"
Oh, no. that wasn't in character.
Ah! Hey! Get out of there.
Wow, Father, you you whipped the frog out of him.
Alright.
Well,
Oh.
maybe he should think twice about biting my family, right?
I sit up
Aw, Daddy.
You're next. If you don't get that fucking portal up, we gotta go.
She bites her lip and she turns and she kind of like sways.
She bites her.
shoulder.
Oh!
Fuck it, I'm whipping
Oh,
happy
she's
today.
that kind. Oh, what do they call that? Bottom right? Is that bottom right?
Masochist.
Yeah, is that bottom right?
I don't know
No.
what that means.
15 does not actually do anything. Just
You can specify
Well,
A
non-lethal
little
damage.
flick on the tush.
Y'all need to knock it the fuck off.
Well. So what? Not to damage?
not to damage, just.
Okay, so she would have propped her ass out for it. So you snap her ass, and she just kind of like her hands are still working on the podium, and she doesn't even flinch. She just slowly over her shoulder looks back at you,
And moans.
moans a little bit, yes, and winks.
Just get the portal up.
And
Ribbit.
she is going to extend her tongue out.
I intercepted with my tongue.
Extend.
Holy shit!
Does she have a tongue as a weapon?
No, her tongue.
The Ahigo face.
She slowly lulls her tongue out, and the tongue goes all the way down to here. She's got a long tongue.
So watching this frog just. I'm assuming he's either here because he was behind me. So that. What the fuck is that?
So for those of you who can't see Father Solomon, which is everyone, he motioned that the frog tongue came out from between his legs. Make a range attack.
Ranged.
To hit her tongue.
Solid, that's a 2, so
You miss and hit her nose,
Plus-
and it goes in.
whatever.
It hits her ear.
So you snap your tongue out. You miss. It actually goes above her head, snaps down. She looks at you and goes, "Still can't match me."
I stand upright and I go, the audacity of this bitch.
Are you actually saying this?
Yeah. I turn to her and go, I literally am a frog with a frog tongue. And you think you have better... Solomon, deal with your underling. And I sit back down.
I deal with this every day. You have no idea what I go through.
Right
You
there.
could deal with it more. And she just shakes her ass a little
but
bit.
you are quite right.
The portal is...
I'm just gonna start calling him Sergeant Crokers because I don't know. You are quite right, Sergeant Crokers.
I salute.
The portal ignites a little bit, and then it expands into a liquid pool that showcases the various... Well, you know that they are actually they are
Cycle.
rippling through the various exits.
So that would be a
But to
bad
everybody
time
else, it
frog
kind of
dive
looks...
in.
Everybody else, it looks the same, more or less. Every time it ripples, it looks like it's the same place. Upon further examination, you realize that there are...
Flip.
Each time the magical water ripples, you see one or two things in a different location than the next. Sometimes it'll be the placement of a torch on the wall. Other times it'll be the upkeep on the bars. Sometimes it'll be the placement of a person on the other side of those bars. But yeah. So where are we going?
All these portals come out.
Jaleel.
All these portals come out in bars.
Oh, you mean Jaleel with a ZH?
Jaleel, Jalalo, Jalada.
Gelato?
Gelato.
Jal.
Jaleel.
I know I'm the best tonguer here, but come on.
Hey!
I am really starting to like this frog, besides the fact that he just bit the shit out of you. I might keep him.
Wait, I didn't know such thing. I don't even have teeth. I open up my
You don't have teeth now, but that little scorch mark on your ass tells me another story.
I cast Primal Savagery, and these giant fangs grow out of my mouth.
Ooh. See?
So
Same effect,
do you want the north tower or the south tower?
Whichever one's
Which
closest
one's
to
closest to the road that leads from... What the fuck was the hospital we were at? God damn. The
I think that's north.
No
Honestly,
mercy.
I haven't been down there in quite a long time.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can't
it's just
bitch.
North Tower. We'll figure it out.
All right, north tower. That's the big one.
Okay.
Get a room.
She kind of turns to you and goes like, "Want to join me, horny?"
No.
Oh.
Ah.
Lord, no.
You know, I think she's a good influence on you. You should go.
I just really like how well Sarah has been taken by you guys. I really do.
You could say the cat's attacking a battery! Battery!
All right, feel free to dive in at any time. All right then. So Solomon just jumps into the fucking portal.
Doesn't even jump, just walking over while you're talking. Just
Cannonball.
like the wing dive I did, just...
I'm gonna hop over to the edge. I'm gonna make eye contact with Sarah. I'm
Wow.
gonna lick her eye.
Make an attack roll.
tongue punching people's eyeballs.
It's a signature move, man.
Yeah, you know, right?
What was this character's name again?
He's 7.
I don't
7?
know.
Was it Gurks? Grox?
Right.
What?
What's your character's name? From
Zarvarax, attorney at law.
So Zarvarax, the tongue punching frog.
Right. So, Zarvarax, Karma, Max, if any of you are interested in what Zarbrax is doing right now, trying to lick Sarah's eyeball, please make a perception check.
What is it?
10.
That's a 10.
10.
I think this is a 10.
So 10.
10.
Wait, did you include me in that? Can I do perception?
Yes, yes, we can.
What?
If you are at all interested in what Zarbrax is
16.
doing,
Oh.
then roll perception.
I got
Otherwise,
16.
don't bother.
Why,
16?
why would you be having him roll for perception on his own actions?
Because he's weird.
Well, simple. Because
I mean,
I'm assuming you're not paying attention to Zarbrax at this point. You're just going into the portal, right?
yeah, he's quite fascinated by this portal.
All right. So you dive into the portal.
I've been doing this.
Karma, you kind of glance
Never had
over
my
at what
scissors
Zarbrax
before.
is doing at this moment, and the strange thing that you notice is that, well, number one, he misses licking, Sarah in the eye,
What'd you roll?
but the
Look at 6.
Okay.
like a 6 to hit her. So,
So 6 or 7.
Yeah, you rolled a 7.
but the part that's disturbing is that as his tongue comes back, there's an appropriate amount of blood that streams out from the tongue on its way back to him.
A purple amount of blood from what?
Right?
You don't notice. You don't know. You weren't even paying attention.
Yeah.
I tumble forward into the portal.
Yeah, apparently I rolled a d10 to see how attractive he found Sarah. He rolled a 3.
And he's-
Apparently she's really not his type.
Apparently, you're just not into bimbos.
Yeah.
You will take 2 points of slashing damage.
Tight.
Okay, so he got a boo boo?
I paid
You got
for
boo-boo.
that.
They tried poisoning me.
Godzilla versus Clifford, the big red dog.
Alright, so with that in mind, I assume you flee into the portal.
Yeah, I tumble forward into it. I frog dive into it.
Frog flop.
Karma, as
There's
you
a
go into the
flop.
portal as well, Sarah will blow a kiss your way. Stay safe, girl.
Yay.
Just sighs and goes through.
The lot of you emerge on the inside of a cell. It's a large cell, probably large enough to hold, I'd say about 20 people without being considered cramped.
Ah, it was a trap. Go back.
And
I turn around. Is there still a portal?
no,
You can't go up.
It's one way.
What's there? Did, like, we come out of a wall, or?
you more or less emerge in a on a free space inside an octagonal carved out.
It's for real estate.
Well, it's essentially like that of a mystic ring, only instead of a ring, it's an octagon shape.
It's a mystic octagon.
So it's
Yep.
like a stop sign.
Dun, 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 dun.
So
Are there MMA fights here?
Dun, 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 dun.
It depends on which person's guarding the exit, yeah.
Upon exiting the portal, you are lucky enough. There was a 20% chance the guard was on patrol, but lo and behold, there is a guard posted at a desk on the other side of the bars themselves. He is currently writing stuff down on parchment. Whether or not it's a report or homework, you won't really know until you get over to him.
Are there beds
But
in
the,
the cell?
No.
Oh.
But the guard is fairly young, about looks to be around 17, but he is human without a beard, so he could be anywhere from 17 to like 23 or something like that, but still fairly young. You can tell that this is one of those it's more of a guard position in the sense of like security rather than guard. I'm a fight bad guys type of thing. Mm-hmm. And he looks up and he
It's
goes.
more of a clerical position, really.
Yeah.
He looks up at your arrival, Father Solomon, as you just emerge.
Just vampires as oh, just fucking pukes rainbows like a child. Just
Fucking perfect timing every fucking time.
Pukes rainbows?
It's a thing in anime.
Oh, well, but is there a film
So-
that does that too? That makes your eyes turn red?
Snapchat,
Yeah.
So, what he gets up and stands at attention. He straightens his. Stop puking up rainbows.
He says, okay.
So
Shut the hell up.
he's jealous he can't shoot out rainbows from his mouth.
No, he came out the other end.
No, that's the Tootsie
the-
Rolls that we're
he's
giving to the
The
neighbors.
Pop-Tart cat, yeah.
No,
He
those
will-
are the Tootsie Rolls that we're giving to the neighbors for Halloween.
He will approach the bars, but remain like a nice 10 feet away from it, and he goes,
Apparently, he just in one jump. Just in one jump. He's in the bars.
he was like, "Hello there. Would you please state your name, intentions, and do you have a form of ID with you?"
Nerd.
Just the most casual, like, oh yes, of course. Pulls out passport.
He pulls it. Solomon pulls out his green card. Green card, middle finger.
No, it's like, of course, I have all the things I need.
Now keep in mind, this is the respectful version. This is a very serious insult.
I know.
You're going to seriously insult a guard just doing his job.
No, I'm reaching to grab my other stuff. It's like, oh yes, I know.
Okay, good.
It's like the glasses push, you know.
Yeah. Don't you know us? Oh right. A lot of y'all don't get the finger reference. So yeah,
Yeah,
no,
keep-
I'm just gonna.
Keep
Of
in
course.
good. 'Cause I will mention this, like, because you will have social repercussions for doing this, right? You start doing this and it will cost you.
Well, as a frog, I only have the 4 fingers, so I can't really. The grunt have 3 fingers.
No.
I know it's not 5.
Mm.
No opposable thumb.
There's things.
They have no opposable thumbs.
Correct.
Well, this one does, but that's because they don't do that. So, perfect. You have the black ring. It means you're not a slave trainer. Would you mind telling me where which order you're from, sir?
Well, let's just say I'm Father Solomon, the High Priest of Drifell.
The portal emerges behind him.
And these are my. Fuck. What's the words? I mean, Frizzle. What's the words for this?
Well, this is my pet
We
frog.
have the human
Yeah,
frog that comes out
this
first.
is my pet frog.
We have
Wait,
the
hold
tiefling
on.
that comes out next. Sorry, the frog that comes out next, and then the tiefling.
My pet frog, my bastard child, and a bard.
It's a great description of our party.
Yeah, the
you're
guard
not wrong.
himself doesn't seem to like. He kind of takes like a glance at Karma just to like acknowledge that, oh, that's who you're pointing to, and then he like almost like not even worth looking at her, goes back to you, and then acknowledges the human and the grung. He's very confused at the grung. He's like,
It's my pet. Don't worry about it.
I'm on all
Pet
4
frogs
like a
are
frog,
all
though.
the rage these days.
Exotic pets these days. Am I right?
Right.
I was told that I can't keep dragons in the cathedral, so I got a frog.
all right, could you stand back from the gate real quick, please? And he walks up to the gate and he pulls out a stick.
I grab it with my tongue.
Do you actually try?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Make an attack roll.
Fucking accidentally eats it.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's
2.
what is that? A range attack?
It'd be a dex base, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh shit.
And it's technically improvised. So
Okay. So no proficiency.
no proficiency with this.
So just my dex modifier.
Yep.
19.
All right.
Oh!
So you see this stick. You know you want it. You don't even know what it is, but fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
So you open your mouth. The tongue
Don't fuck that guy.
spits outward. It extends, and the instant your tongue passes between the bars,
Drew it down. Drew it down.
you are going to take 6 points of necrotic damage.
Oh shit.
And the tongue, which is still bleeding from the underside, by the way, now starts to like rot a little bit at the end. It has this salty, burnt meat complexion to it. It just tastes awful. Your taste buds on the end of your tongue are just dead, but the rest of your mouth is able to recognize it.
Did not realize metal bars could cast blight.
It's a standard enchantment, sir.
I like it.
Yeah. He addresses the grung and goes, "Don't do that again."
He's not very smart.
Okay, just out of curiosity.
Is this thing sentient, Father Solomon?
Oh yeah, it talks.
Don't do that again.
I stand upright. Don't tell me
Hello,
what
my
to do.
honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my
No, you're like,
Michigan J. Grung.
you're like, don't have it at the mill.
You got your tongue Jar Jar, but instead of electrical, it's necrotic.
There are two Warforged in the room with the guard as well, and the one that's gold plated walks up and goes like, I find that drum feature to be a little odd.
Is there another Warforged just like a cylinder on legs?
No, he got his legs replaced with a cylinder, so he rolls around just, and his fucking voice modulator's like, yeah, wow!
He just sounds like, wow!
That's all he can say.
Wow! They're not actually there. Something that the two of you would know instantly, and something I forgot to mention earlier, no Warforged at all in Drifell.
Okay.
You are aware of their existence passively, more so you than you, because of the neighboring kingdom further off the map of the world map that we got. That is a kingdom of essentially Warforgeds have taken over that particular kingdom, and we've had rocky relationships with them for quite a few years.
That being said, just because they're
Drifell.
not allowed in there doesn't mean I don't have Warforged parts laying around in my collection.
you would have to find a Warforged for me to allow that, and you haven't yet.
No, but I do have a collection closet.
Just a
Hunter's Hall has one.
Yep,
What?
Hunter's Hall does have a Warforged.
Just random body parts.
No, it's a big closet full of all the shit that I found out on my little exploits and fun adventure things.
Including body parts, yes.
Yeah, including body parts.
The guard restates, please step
how
back
much-
from the gates.
How much HP do you have?
He's hurting.
I know.
I'm down to 8.
So you took the 2 and then a 6. You took 8. You maxed. No.
And 3. Don't remember there was the 3 rollover damage from when he got knocked out of the dog form.
Yes. So that's you took 13 points of damage.
13? Is that it?
Well, it's the 6 plus the 11. 11.
Yeah,
because it
that
was,
checks
6.
out.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Do you step away from the bars this time?
I was back away from the bars.
Okay, good. Do you
Yeah, I was-
step back?
I kind of like shimmy back a little bit.
Alright, you step back and you're a good enough distance. He uses the stick on a lock pad on his side of things. He just, as far reaching as he can, the enchantment extends outward, completely enveloping the stick, and it rots away. And the enchantment visibly retracts and
The stick rots away?
yeah. The stick just rots in place.
Nice.
And the enchantment recedes, and then almost like the mechanic blowers, the guard then opens the gate. Welcome to the North Tower of Jalale. Now, please step inside.
Jalale. I'm purposely pronouncing it wrong at this point.
And he reaches over and he grabs it's basically a logbook. Like, feel free to either sign yourself and everyone else, or each and every one of you can sign your own names. For those of you who didn't see that,
I don't have a pen.
there's a feather quill on the book.
That wasn't specified.
You didn't give me a chance to.
You said sign it, okay?
So he bites his finger and
And
writes
signs
his
it in
name
blood.
in blood. Please make
Take my one damn.
fuck it. Make a forgery check, wisdom based.
Is that performance?
No, performance is more entertainment purposes.
It's 3.
It is not legible in the fucking slightest. But this guy is more confused than anything, and he just takes the back and he goes, guess technically that works.
I reach up
'Cause
next.
It's your blood. So you actually write it in the quill as well.
I use the quill. Just
You're dipping the quill in your blood. So now I'm going to sign my name in your blood.
that's how we work around things.
Now, did you sign everyone's name or just your own?
Solomon and party.
All right. He will specify that. I'll need the names, Father.
I will step up and
They
I'll
can
write
sign
my-
it.
I'll
Let me
write my
just
name.
kind of.
Do you want a band-aid? Do you want a sorry? Do you want a cloth for that, sir? Okay. This young man is having a very weird day.
He has to deal with the weirdest high priest he's probably ever met.
I'll sign.
Yes.
I'll sign the book after Max.
Okay.
Just
I will
fucking
sign
face
it.
print.
Michigan J. Grung, Esquire.
The first.
He can't. Well, he hasn't even seen the booklet yet. You know, because. And so you sign your
Yeah,
name.
I'll
and
sign.
then
Yep.
Carmel.
Maximilian Umfall.
He does not look you in the eyes as he takes the book back.
That waste.
Can I roll perception?
She's a tiefling in a kingdom of Asimar. Of course, they're not gonna
Can
like
I-
her.
You know,
Can I-
like,
can
Oh,
I-
this would have worked
can I
out
roll
so
perception?
well for a
They
certain
are.
spellcaster.
Can I roll perception?
Sure.
All right.
What are you percepting? What are you perceiving?
Oh
You
no,
don't see
no,
shit
I didn't
anyway.
see shit anyway. Yeah.
No, it depends. Like what?
I was looking to see if I noticed like his reaction to her.
That's insight.
Insight. Okay. So I'll roll insight. Insight. Well, not gonna be much better. 6.
Okay. Yeah, you don't quite notice anything odd.
Yeah, you know, the further south, the more racist.
Hey, Zach. Do you remember how many black women called us like sweetheart or sweetie or when we were in Louisiana?
Dude, that's
I was
just
talking about.
dude.
Yeah.
I was talking about the white people. Okay.
Fair enough. How far south is Louisiana?
all the way down.
Furthest.
About as far south as you can get.
I'm going to speak on
before-
About as
before-
far as you can get before you're
bef-
licking the
be-
devil's balls.
Yeah,
Yeah,
before you get wet. Yeah.
We're talking about like New Orleans.
close enough.
Red Stick,
Like,
or known by the French name Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge, yeah.
That's the first time I ever ran into anything that had to do with conventions. Was while I was on a church retreat in New Orleans, going to a church seminar, and I ran into a bunch of cosplayers inside of a fast food joint.
And your life
Right
has
after
changed
Mardi
forever.
Yeah. It was like right after Mardi Gras. I was like so fucking
Alright.
excited because I recognized some of the characters from manga.
It wasn't the religious experience you were expecting to have on that trip.
You make your way out of the
Like Noah.
donjon,
Making our way out town.
and something that you realize fairly quickly is that you're not going up, you're going down.
Well, we're making our way downtown.
Walking fast.
Faces,
past.
Yep.
Yes.
and we're inbound. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
You pass a number of, well, for the most part, it's just a long staircase, and you do see the occasional window that allows light to come in. In every other instance, it is a wall-mounted torch that is well maintained, and it's, just illumination in its simplest form.
We need a quicker way to get down these stairs. Should we ask them to put a slide in up here?
Maybe. It's a good thing we didn't try and get the carriage through here.
I secrete a bunch of extra poison on my back and I just lay back and try and slide down.
On the stairs.
You don't have,
Oh, that's right.
You heard grunt,
So
not a
actually
poison
grunt.
dart frog.
Well, Grung,
He could excrete slime, but
Yeah,
he's a changeling and they don't excrete slime.
Oh, okay.
Grung do have a
They're just
poisonous
slimy bastards.
slime on their back.
they're just
I mean, he's a lawyer after all.
They
so.
say,
Uh-huh.
caution, slippery when wet.
It is it's about 10 stories. So just 10 stories down, you walk in a spiral. You make your way to the bottom. You see
10 stories down. They're rocking.
you see
having
2
a
other
party.
guards down there.
10
Each of
stories
them
down.
kind of like stand up and they just address you. And they have a book next to them. And you can see that it has your handwriting on its pages as well.
In ink or in blood?
Blood.
It's not blood. It is red ink, though.
Okay.
And they look down and they're like, all right. Was there a fifth member of you guys?
What?
Because we've got one in red ink that's clearly legible, and the other in smear. Or was that an accident?
There was a little accident with the pen in my finger.
Ribbit. My how passed.
Gotcha. Well, welcome to the north side of Jalile.
Jalal. Very nice to be here.
Jalal.
Still said just Jalal. Totally not how it's spelled. I'm just being an asshole at this point.
Yeah, I noticed.
So I suppose we should, if we make our way
Stop
to the-
Jalali gagging.
I agree. We should definitely get our move on.
Making our way downtown.
So actually,
At this
we want to
point
make...
in the day, around 11:30. At this point, that's roughly lunch hour.
Oh, lunchtime.
Roughly lunch hour. A lot of the actual city itself is shrouded in shadow, as the mountain itself does somewhat
obscure.
Thank you, obscure. I was thinking obtrude for some fucking reason. It does
Protrude.
obscure a bit of the
Well,
sun
it
in
could
the sky,
protrude a little bit.
Obstructs.
and it casts a. At this point, it's not a very long shadow, but it is a very tall mountain. The city itself resembles far more of what I would describe as the Schreier from The Hobbit, or something not dissimilar to Rohan, in the sense that while the architecture itself is still Gothic in nature, just as it has been in Danesis and in the Drifell Palace, it's not necessarily made of stone. This
Jalal
down
and
here,
Dionysus.
it is made of, well, wood primarily. It is still Gothic in design, of course, but
You can set everything on fire here.
I'll be careful.
I won't.
now it was briefly mentioned in Danesis when you witnessed the carriage robbery.
Dionysus.
But unlike Danesis, where there were fieldstone fences, and I did look it up, fieldstone is
Cobblestone. Yeah.
well, fieldstone and cobblestone are different only based on the fact that fieldstone is taken from the mountain, which I didn't know until I wrote that down, which is convenient. This place has more wooden fenced areas in a similar style to the fieldstone
We get
fences.
it. It's very flammable here.
You see,
There's a
you
lot of
also
wood.
see a bunch
Peppers,
of gardens.
dream.
Like you are hard pressed to find something that isn't a house of some kind, a barn of some kind, the road, fence, garden. All free space in here is basically being taken up by something in the agricultural nature.
What about the...
In the distance, you can also see farmland stretching out, and you see workers.
What about like commercial buildings like stores and warehouses?
Not around these parts per se, but
Okay.
you get the feeling that you will further on.
So
the road.
is this the main road to get into town?
No, the main road to get into town will be some way further.
That's
to
where
the
we
north.
need to get. We need to get there now.
Okay. Wait, do you mean up or like into the town?
I'm talking. We need to find out where the carriage is going to come through.
Oh, that would be the other direction. My mistake.
Okay, so we need to head there.
Agreed.
So you start heading on down that way, and like around these parts, you're seeing a lot more Aasimar than humans, and every single one of them has this farmer's tan and a farmer's smile as you walk on past.
Which was very
Not
interesting
for
thing
you.
because they have gray skin.
But they smile and wave to you. They notice her, and they kind of like.
Just glares at him. Just, that's to my child.
And they when they recognize who you are, not all of them do. Many of them don't, because they appear to be more focused on, tending to a garden or tending to the field or like painting the fences and whatnot, or just some kind of maintenance on the farm, or just going about their business.
Normally
But the
they
ones
wouldn't
that-
recognize me as is because I usually go by myself because big groups just ain't my thing.
Now, the older ones, the older Aasimar do recognize who you are, and when they see you walking by, they they give the symbol over their heart, and they
She's
bow
like,
as you pass.
Stop it!
It is fairly,
Customary.
yeah, it's customary and it's fairly brief, but they show their respect and they go back to their duties. How to tell who's the child?
It's not that kind of duty.
I know. It said duty, not duty.
Yeah.
Duties.
Mr.
You have a
Mr.
crap-
Falking,
you-
sir, get out of my head. That's not very nice.
You have a crappy sense of humor.
No, it's just I'm always on duty.
So, you continue along, and you do start to see more store-like buildings. Most of the time, it is essentially a house, but with a part of the wall that can be raised upwards, and kind of like, somewhat like a garage, so to speak. It was more like a come-to than anything else.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, a come-to is more or less a small barn, typically for like single horses and stuff like that, like very small stable type of thing.
Just for the bachelor horses.
Sure.
Yeah, that's why they don't call it a cum tube for nothing.
And the reason I found that out is because I read The Ranger's Apprentice.
T-U-B-E, not T.
It actually is spelled C-U-M-T-O. I don't know why.
You know exactly why.
Anyway.
You were a farm
most-
boy.
most-
Did you never
most-
clap cheeks in the hayloft?
Gets really itchy.
I
Especially if you're allergic to hay.
I didn't actually have a girlfriend when I lived on a farm.
Oh.
And if I did, I wouldn't be fucking in the stables.
You never went for a roll in the hay?
No.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah, it would not be very
Strong.
It's fun
Clothes
while
and
it
it's
lasts,
stuck
and
in
then
it for
you,
like 2
you
hours.
realize,
everywhere.
you're like, am I itchy because of the hay, or am I itchy because
Chaff.
she's infected?
I mean, honestly, sand is worse than hay, but
At that point, you just lay on the fucking
So sex on the beach is not all it's cracked up to be.
oh god, no. Sand
Yo
gets
mama
super
is so hairy the
should never
druid
do.
cast speak with animals.
Your mama's so hairy that the druid went to cast overgrowth. He's like, oh, sorry, somebody beat me to it.
And then you don't fuck in the hay, right? You just bring a blanket up to the loft with you.
Yeah,
So
usually.
pokey.
What the fuck kind of city slicker are you? You fuck where you fuck.
Yeah. I fucked on the forest floor.
Why
Granted, it was on a bed of poison ivy. Goddamn, my ass itch.
Don't worry. He was on top.
Get the fuck out the garbage. You want me to pull those little pop-pops off your nuts?
Anyway.
I threatened the cats that I'm gonna neuter them if they keep doing stupid shit like that. I told them I ain't using the scissors. I'm just gonna pull until they come off.
Give him the
Just
old.
do
give him the
Not
whole-
even twist. It's gonna.
hog
Grab his
jump
dick and twist it! You know, dick and twist!
Have any of you heard of the story of how they neuter reindeer?
No, tell us.
I'll let you describe
Can I
later.
put my balls in your jaw?
So.
Strap in, it's gonna be a crazy ride.
Yeah.
After tying it up.
You need 3 guys to hold it down.
So.
You need 3. It only took me 1. It was
So you
already-
speak from experience.
It was already dead.
So.
You took a dead deer and you put his balls in your mouth.
It was about sending a message.
Yeah,
I
so
walked
it
out like a
wasn't-
bandit making $350.
Do you mean to tell me you castrated a dead reindeer?
Have you not?
I think that goes in the club book.
Turn the volume down. Yeah, probably be a better idea.
I'm raising it because I'm not sure. I want to test to see if the sound is better when it's raised up like that. It's typically quiet otherwise. So, you arrive into what can only be described as a farmer's town. Or a farmer's market, I should say.
She's the only one who really understands.
And you see, for the most part, it is...
She thinks my wings are sexy. Always flapping them along.
Speaking of wings, the very first thing you see are a bunch of, for lack of a better term, butcher shops.
Nice.
Chicken wing, chicken wing.
Yep. And you do see a lot of live chickens in wooden kennels, just
cages.
Bocking up a storm.
I'm gonna hop
Clucking
over.
up a storm.
I'm gonna hop over to
Clucking
one
up a
I can
storm,
see.
It's kind of clucked up, yo.
And you
Very
are
clicked up.
greeted by a. Imagine a tomboy with tits.
Okay.
Most tomboys do have tits.
And I mean, like,
Tomboys are females, so
Yes.
Not like
Yes.
one that would pass off as a boy if you didn't know. One that you can clearly tell
Okay.
is not.
yes.
That's
yes.
you're thinking of a femboy. We're talking about tomboys.
No, we're saying
like
females that
most tomboys
if they're wearing
are,
male clothes,
yeah.
you can't tell what they is.
Oh.
Well, you
I don't know.
can-
I mean,
you can tell.
farmer
You
style.
can, you can
I just-
always
If
tell.
they're not
Still.
talking.
you
Seen
can
the
always.
Family Guy episode
No.
of Chris and what's her.
Typically
Like that.
speaking, tomboys don't have big boobs. This one's got the big boobs. This one's got the mommy milkers. She has jet black hair that is tied back in a very stylish braid, and she's currently sharpening a butcher's knife, and she's just like cooing to the chickens every once in a while.
I want to do that. I'll
Okay.
hop over the chickens and go, cluck, cluck,
Right.
ribbit,
She
cluck.
she looks over to you and goes, "You don't see that every day."
Excuse me. Do you know how to butcher a frog?
Ribbit?
I mean, if it's an animal, I can butcher it.
Okay.
Can't guarantee it'll taste very good.
Well, that's not the point
Well,
at this point, I think. I mean, what?
I'm just waiting for him to jump off the butcher table.
Well,
Did I grab the knife with my tongue?
well, did you actually jump on the table?
No, he said that. I didn't
Oh, I
say
Okay,
thought
good.
okay. Well,
Because I did hear up to.
yeah.
It was.
I thought he was up on the table.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
that. I went over to one of the chicken cages.
Yeah, all the chicken cages are up on top of the actual counter,
Oh.
or further into the actual booth.
Oh yeah, I've gone into the booth a little ways.
The moment you would have entered the booth,
Rip,
she would have
man.
like fucking tried to stab you.
I'm a frog. What is she gonna do?
She's gonna kill a frog and make some frog legs.
Oh. All right,
I'm
roll
gonna
your
laugh.
attack.
All right, you. I don't know why you didn't
So-
realize this.
So why do we
I
care?
don't think we're
What,
gonna
I mean,
be
I
able
gotta
to
get
track
why?
this guy.
Why do we care about this particular chicken booth, chicken slaughter?
I don't know. Ask him.
He stopped
I-
chickens
like,
and he wanted
It
to.
seemed
I
important
was-
because the GM brought it up.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
said
I
it was-
agree with you, and I'm asking why he brought it up. If we're just walking past this,
Because it was the first
shop.
stall in the list.
Oh,
Okay.
you're just going
Oh,
down the list.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I probably don't interact with it then.
Okay. Oh, this is what happens when you interrupt the DM. Fucking hell.
He said there were chickens. I want to see the chickens.
I wanna
Look
feed
at
a
all
chicken.
those chickens.
So.
You did say you didn't think we were gonna get through most of it.
Hey, we traveled.
No,
5 minutes.
it was because I was hoping you guys would take the carriage. Because I had a whole chase scene planned out for it. Anyway,
Once again, I fucked up your plan. Oops.
Sergeant was called.
No, I expected you would take the portals. Because why the fuck wouldn't you?
But
You did just
Oh, so
tell me
you-
about them again this morning, so I'm like, oh hey, that's right.
Yeah, because you don't remember that.
Normally.
So, it starts with stuff like that in a more typical, like a butcher shop type of thing, where it's chickens. The next stall down has more things along the lines of cattle that is currently in the process of being skinned.
Any insect farms?
Insect farms? No.
No.
But would you like to make
No
a...
one's selling nutritional grasshoppers.
Well, do you want to roll
Sure.
perception or survival?
Perception's a +3, and my survival is a +5, so survival.
Alright.
It's a 14.
Alright. You do smell honey on the air.
I start hopping after the honey.
Okay.
Which one? There's a lot of them walking around here.
I start hopping after the byproduct of pollen.
You know, it's not necessarily pollen because have you ever heard of vulture bees?
I start hopping after.
No. I get what you're
stuff.
saying.
It's nectar that's been thrown up by the bees.
It's
Not-
jelly.
Not always.
I give up.
And
I take
bees
a
also
nap.
pollen.
But yeah,
I take a
I'm
nap.
just saying,
and
like,
go on the street.
vulture bees actually.
Oh, you
Land
you
on
investigate
corpses.
the scent that is typically
honey.
associated with domesticated
Corpses.
honeybees.
We don't eat that
Okay.
kind
There
of
you go. So you go after that.
Hoppity hop hop hoppity hop hop.
Do any of you wish to investigate the chicken booth, the bovine booth, the tanner's booth? No, not your father. There are potterers down here, but they're a bit further on down the way.
Are they hairy?
No.
Is there an apothecary or like an herbalist?
Roll whichever one of you or multiple of you wants to roll perception for this. Feel free to roll perception to find the apothecary.
16.
13.
Okay.
I did a thing.
Okay.
She did a good thing. She rolled an 18.
Okay. And Father Solomon, would you like to roll perception to find the drug dealer?
I am the drug dealer.
Only in the Star Wars campaign.
No, the sergeant.
Oh, you dealing what, glitter stim?
Oh, in Star Wars?
Yeah.
No, I had 2 versions of spices.
Yeah, glitter stim is a version of spice.
No, I didn't have glitter stem. I have
Okay.
the one that gives you rage,
Okay.
pretty much, and the other one gave you force powers.
Oh.
It was a version of Force
It was
Power.
a very tame.
What
Yeah, but it-
telepathy type of thing?
It basically like
Wait. You sold dust?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I had it.
He used it to get into a party.
Yep, and I also used it to say fuck you to the DM who hardcore railroaded us. So, like, he gave me all the stuff. I gave each one of them enough hits to kill.
Oh yeah,
Respectively.
the DM tried to railroad us, so we committed mass suicide.
And
Did
we're not
we ever tell
talking.
you that story?
We're not talking railroad in the context of like, oh, this is the plot hook. We're talking. This guy rolled natural 20s consecutively to get rid of a tracker that was on us, and to
That I would
force-
also have prior knowledge on.
and Jedi mind trick a police officer into saying we are not the men you're looking for.
The officer that was in charge at that point.
Mm-hmm.
You had a
Oh,
cat
but
behind
really
you.
call the sergeant. I'm like, so what do you do? I'm like, you're not gonna like this. What?
Now we even attempted to address this the next session, and I flat out told him dude, he's last session you began with, well, we have contacted the sergeant, as in like, oh, are you sure, sir? You already called the sergeant, meaning the sergeant was not there. So because he wasn't there should be nothing stopping this guy who is Jedi mind tricked to say, these guys clearly aren't the people we're looking for. Let's call the sergeant again. He retconned it to say that the sergeant was already there. And I said, that's not what you established last week. And then he said, I don't think you understand how locked down this place was. I'm like, well, no, because last week you said he was called and he was on his way. But I think it was like a good 10, 15 minutes of me trying to tell him, dude, this is not, that's not cool. We were 2 natural 20s in a row to get this off our back, and you fucked us over both.
It was
both
more,
times.
It was more than a half an hour. Are you guys going back and forth?
Yeah.
And then he was on okay, my call is final, and Zach was like, we kill ourselves.
Like, what? How? And they follow through. I'm like, well, I started a cult again. Great.
Now the reason we
always happened to me.
Now the reason we stopped playing with that particular DM was because we were willing to remake new characters because we thought our point was made.
Well, we didn't stop. He quit.
But
Yeah, basically.
But he said, well, the point where the next campaign is going to start would be where you would have gone anyway, so it doesn't really accomplish anything. And we went, wow. Even if that were true,
It was.
number one, don't fucking mention that. Just don't fucking tell us. Because that implies that you didn't learn the lesson.
And we'll just fucking do it again.
Exactly.
And he was just power tripping, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, we were supposed to get arrested and be brought to like a prison mine, and then
Yep.
we were supposed to escape. And the new campaign was going to start with all of us as prisoners trying to escape, which is a pretty cool hook, actually, if it weren't, being forced on characters who had nothing to do with this environment at the beginning, 3 sessions ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like the fucking chemistry between me and the fishman.
Oh,
That's right. I played him on Calamari.
Fucking, what are you doing? Be like, huh? For like 20, it was like 5 minutes. He's just fucking tweaking out on this fucking space spice with rage. He's just whipping around this room, just.
So,
It was great.
but anyway, So- 18, yours was a what?
16.
And yours was?
Don't worry about it. I didn't see shit.
Okay. So the three of you are able to look around. You don't see any right here, but you do notice that a lot of the actual stall owners are conversing with each other, and the people who are passing by seem to be exchanging things with one another. It is reasonable to assume that they more or less know who works in this part of town.
Mm-hmm.
Can we ask the chicken lady if she knows where we can go?
Are we still near the chicken booth?
I mean, for the most part, yeah. The only one who went abounding after the honey was the grung man.
I'm gonna follow the frog.
Alright.
All right, Father Solomon follows after the frog.
Just casually, hands in
We need a
You know what?
leash
Not
on
even
this
in my
thing.
fucking pockets. Just
Put that soon.
We need a leash on this thing.
my hands are cold. We're in the fucking mountains. Shut up.
Your hands are cold?
In the mountains? Yeah.
Oh.
It's fucking cold in the mountains.
We're kind of like on the base of the mountain, though, so. Anyway.
Still fucking cold.
Ground level.
Alright, we're.
Ground level?
Ground level.
No, that'd be a few leagues under the sea.
Oh, they're no, I don't think they're saltwater.
All right.
He's not a grunt.
So while these two are heading over to the honey pot, what are your two plans?
I can't be the honeypot. I'm the fake lawyer.
No, you're the fake lawyer. That's why you're going to the honey pot.
Oh, right.
Well, I mean, since we didn't
That's a
see
callback
any
to our Star Wars
places
campaign.
here, we could just follow.
Well, do you know this area? How well do you know this area?
Make a history check.
20? Right?
Every check is a d20.
I don't fucking 8.
8 plus your history.
3.
So in
That's
11.
11.
You have been here once or twice before, but it was always in passing, more along the lines of back when you were younger and Jeeves all but forced a, back then, somewhat different Father Solomon. He more or less strong-armed Solomon into taking you with him whenever he went on his, patented vacations, and one time was through this area. Not that Solomon remembers that particular point. Although...
This is also why he makes Jews and cobwebs. He just feels it in the soul that it's right. Like, strong arm me, will you?
This young lady was bestowed upon you by Roll. Do you really want to test him?
Oh, yes, Daddy. What?
Your fucking funeral, sir. But you're still taking the child.
So, if the child dies because I brought them with me, that's on you because you forced me to bring the child with me, so therefore, Raul's coming after you.
You are a level 20 cleric at this point. In the flashback, you'll be fine.
I'm not worried about me.
Do you know what route the carriage will be coming into town on?
Not particularly, but, once again, you couldn't, you are witnessing the workers intermingle amongst themselves.
Okay.
I may or may not be hinting at something.
Talk to somebody.
Yeah, I will.
Use your Bardliness to do the
Yes.
Bardly
Yep.
things.
Yep.
You're the.
Well, I am.
I'm taking
being
my pet
polite.
frog for a
I'm being
walk.
polite in.
I've already been shunned.
Yeah. Well.
You chose to play a tiefling.
Okay, so I will. Let's see. Who's the nearest eligible single lady?
He's gonna try and seduce.
No, not seduce, but
You're gonna serenade, which is gonna end up seducing.
Fuck the chicken lady.
Fuck the chicken lady. She's finger licking good.
Finger licking good. Oof.
Or in
But
this
her
case,
name
finger
is,
dicking good.
Her name is Cassidy Flowers.
Butch.
Sanders.
Cassidy Flowers.
Cassidy Flowers.
Cane.
Yes. No.
Like
Cassidy
canes. Like raising
really?
canes.
Cassidy
Cane
Flowers
Carson.
Cullen.
Ooh.
KFC.
You're not singing that song with her. She's
You
not
don't
from
even-
Ireland.
Is she the nearest?
She's not from Ireland, mate.
Right?
And she's not a legend of
you
my
can- I mean,
Isles.
if you want to, yes, like
I will
in
simply. I'll walk up to her.
in terms of
Excuse
nearest,
me.
you have passed her a little bit in like prior, just because like you don't see anyone here. Let's
She's
keep
the
on
nearest
walking.
whammon.
The nearest whammon would be
Reasonably attractive whammon.
okay. In that case, yes.
Available. I'm not going after anyone's wife.
Well, I'm going to mention this.
Yet.
You roll religion.
Okay.
They're all Mennonites. They got married at 15.
That is a dirty 20.
All right, you actually did pay attention enough to know their more marital customs.
Marital, but yeah.
Marital.
Marital.
I thought I said
Miracle.
that.
You said marital.
Oh, my
But
bad.
that's okay.
I meant to say marital.
Yes.
So,
Marshall.
Drifell doesn't actually use rings, so to speak. What they do is, they have, let's say.
I mean, I do realize it was originally an Egyptian custom.
Wingspan emblems somewhere on their person. Now, that could be a ring. It could be a pin. Or more commonly, it is in a letter opener sized dagger with an exaggerated wingspan on the guard.
Okay.
Even though letter openers don't actually have guards. Typically speaking, anyway. So, looking around, you do notice that a lot of them do have this symbol on them. There is a young Asmar woman. She does look to be about 16. She is currently working alongside what you can only presume to be either her elder sister or her mother. Can't quite tell, just because a lot of Aasimar keep their good looks for like way into their 40s and 50s.
Okay.
But they are currently working at essentially pottery booth.
Okay.
Pottery barn.
Yeah, pottery booth.
Pottery stall.
Okay.
Pottery barn.
Well, no, they are currently making
Their way.
various cups, pitchers, and vases, vases.
Vases.
No, you said it right the
Vases.
first
Vases
time.
were. Yep.
Macy's.
All right. I will.
Vases. Now the 16-year-old girl is fumbling a little bit. She's clearly very new to this, and the older woman.
16, and it's a family business.
It's hard to do with the
Apparently,
witch.
she hasn't been. Apparently, she hasn't been paying very much attention in life.
Well, she's been at school.
Well, you don't know. You don't know her life story.
No, but
If this were a part of the region where I could, well, if she were a wood elf, I would stereotype the sassy black woman like, you don't know my life. But yeah, and when I say fumbling, I don't mean like she's completely collapsing the clay. I mean like there are like a couple of imperfections in how she's making it. But she is taking it a bit more personally than the older woman is.
the older woman, I assume, is much more
oh yeah, very very well done.
talented. Yeah.
One of the what the older woman is currently crafting is a vase. It is a vase with a pronounced beak and feathers. It's very well done.
It's a chicken vase.
Well, sure.
Come here, baby.
Chicken vase. Okay.
Could be a raven. You don't know.
Raven.
Right.
I don't want to go buggers.
But
All
would
right.
you like to approach them?
I would like to approach them. Yes.
Excuse me.
Karma, do you follow?
I'm gonna stand off a little bit. In
Alright.
earshot.
Yeah.
So we'll quickly do this real quick, and then
Okay.
we'll cut to these
And
two.
so he
I
will.
just
He will.
realized something you dropped this morning, and I got the answer I needed.
What time of day is it?
Well, it's
11:30.
11:30. Yeah, roughly.
Okay.
Roughly
Okay.
11:30, like 11:30.
It's almost noon.
Good morning, ladies.
The two, the older woman does turn to you, and she full on stops working on what she's doing, and she makes sure it's all nice and stable and all that, and she addresses you like, "Good morning, my friend."
Yes.
And this one has like this silky smooth voice. Actually, real quick, one of you would probably know this more than I do. Do opera singers tend to have smoother voices or harsher voices?
It
depends.
It really depends, honestly. Yeah, no,
Much
I've
like
heard
voice actors, they can change how they sound.
Fair enough. Well, all right. On
Generally,
average,
they're smooth.
okay, a very smooth voice then. We're like, as a bard, you would recognize this is a.
So
she is a musician.
Oh, okay.
She is a
Excellent.
singer.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
'Tis the season to kill humans. Ta-da-da-da-da-da-da.
There's a sign in the back of the booth that says "Human Season."
just flips it over, just unhuman season.
Rabbit season. Duck season.
What would you use to season human?
Curry.
Whatever.
Really?
The 23 herbs and spices.
Soylent Green.
Yeah.
It works
Yeah.
good as foot powder.
Man, what can I get for you?
See, I apologize. I am very sorry for disturbing you. I am new to this particular town. I am seeking the road to hear from the Raven Queen's. What was the tunnel we were in before? I'm sorry.
The tunnel temple.
The town.
Oh,
He's
Danis.
looking for the hospital.
Dennison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dionysus.
The Danis. Yeah, the Danis Hospital, or the
Right.
the Palace Cathedral.
Well, yes. So, I'm looking for the road here from Danis's. Would you be so kind as to point me the correct direction?
Absolutely. Did you mean that you came from there, or you were going to there?
I'm going to there.
There are two roads. One is further along that way. That's the closest one. That'll go up the mountain. The other takes you around the mountain.
All right.
So I recommend down that way.
Is it possible to take a carriage down that way?
If you can find them. Those are further along down the road.
Okay, carriage.
Well,
okay.
you might be able to convince one of the farmers to lend you if they're going that
Okay.
way. But
Okay.
most of the time I see them just carry their hauls from the fields back immediately to the barns.
Mm.
They usually don't go up to the upper cities until it's an order.
That makes
Oh, festival time.
that makes much sense. I thank you for your time.
Well, thank you. Anything else I can offer you?
Not at this time. Perhaps sometime later.
Of course. And she addresses the younger woman, and she's like, "It's okay. It's okay. No one's gonna notice that. I mean, you will."
Fucking passive aggressive.
Like, you'll torture yourself enough.
You will, but trust me. You keep at it. You're gonna look at that and go, "Oh yeah, I did that."
Still a piece of shit.
So I will head off in the direction which she indicated.
Let's do.
Let's go. See if we can catch us a chariot.
Cutting over to the frogman and the flightless chicken. Sorry, flightless
Okay.
shadow chicken.
My apologies. I gotta go.
Dip, dip,
Absolutely.
dip, 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 dab.
Dipping,
Have a good
dipping out.
night.
And this will be our last social encounter of the evening. Then you approach basically a bee farm, and you have a.
If that's a bee farm, where's the A
Oh,
farm?
sweet sass and molasses.
This particular Asimar is fairly tall. Not, I believe you said you're 6'4", right?
Yeah.
This guy is about 6'2", fairly muscular, but more in the context of like
Streamlined.
a streamlined muscle. And he is currently
He's a swimmer.
Yeah, he's currently tending to the beehives
A
themselves.
swimmer's
and
builder, a
he's just-
runner's builder, rather than a...
He's just doing what beekeepers do.
He's keeping them bees.
Mm-hmm. And you can see plenty of jarred honey that is safely further behind the booth. And he's got a couple of not open jars. Available jars that are currently chained down to the desk itself.
Display models?
Yes.
Actual models. Sample product? Not sample product, yeah.
Yep.
I know how farmers markets work. I used to work at one.
So he sees you coming. He approaches you, and he lowers a cloth basically that allows you to see the bees themselves, but it's stitched in such a way that the bees can't get out very easily. And he approaches you, and he goes, good day to you, Father Song.
People need to really stop doing that out in public. It's kind of weird.
Well, you picked the wrong job then.
No,
I did
shit.
not choose the job. And no, before you say the job chose me, it didn't. It was assigned to me by...
That's kind of the definition of the job chose me.
No, it didn't choose me. It was given to me. Whatever. Anyway.
Well, Raven Queen clearly speaks through you and the Falcon.
I wish. I ain't nearly as important as that big guy, but...
I nudge Solomon's leg.
What do you want?
I point at the bees.
I don't think you want to eat one of those.
Reuben?
Yeah, no, trust me. If I had a hive that was just had a horrible queen and they had gone, for lack of a better term, feral, totally. But even then, I would not recommend feeding a frog angry bees.
Let's just say his tongue's already.
See, now I
in bad,
want to.
His tongue is already in quite bad shape.
And I stick on the tongue.
Oh my! What the seven hells happened to that?
He's not very smart. We'll just say that.
Ribbit.
Which is ironic because he's a lawyer.
No, that is accurate because he's a lawyer.
So, you're aware
We
of...
do apologize, Nick Ricada. You are an intelligent man.
It's one of those... It's more along the lines of one of those... You're aware of how the portals work, yeah?
Oh, you use the portals to come down here.
I was lazy today. I apologize.
No, I do not judge the high priest.
We went from Dionysus to Drifell. We're back and forth.
Dionysus? Is that like?
D-nice?
You'll have to forgive me. I don't go up there very often. Do you mean Dionysus, or are you talking about?
Yeah,
like
Dionysus.
Dionysus, really?
The beekeeper is looking a little concerned at the moment. Like the concern one would have for a patient. Like, should I be concerned about this? Like, do you have a lisp?
Don't worry, I'm doing this on purpose.
Ribbit.
It keeps people on their toes.
I'm glad to hear it.
Based off your reaction, it's working wonders. You got a lovely town of Jalal, too. I'm kidding.
He looks both ways. He kind of like leans forward a little bit.
Be
And
safe, drift safe.
have a good night.
Good night.
See you next week. And
Adios.
think about the color palette you
Next
want for the
week, what about
bard.
Wednesday?
You got
See you next week.
black hair, blue eyes, light skin.
It's Wednesday's coming up. It's our next
Whatever
week.
colors would be appropriate. Well, let's go blue and green.
Just blue and greens.
Blues and greens. You know, whatever would be appropriate. I think that would be
All right.
appropriate for
Okay.
mid-level wealth.
So he looks back and forth, and he like leans forward, and like as his crosses his arms, and you can kind of see like even through the equivalent suit that he one would
Yeah,
wear.
stings, yeah.
It's more or less gambeson as opposed to like a full-on suit. But even through the gambeson, you can kind of see the gambeson expand a little bit. This guy clearly works out. You kind of like, no offense, Father, but I'm not sure that inspires the people. I mean,
I'm not here to
you were-
inspire. I'm actually here to do a job.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, what can I help you with?
Looking for a fellow who works up at. Say it right for me so I can say it right.
Danesis.
Danesis Hospital. Thank you. That's why I call it Dionysus, god of healing, god of whatever. You get it.
I didn't wait. Are you sure that's not Asclepius? He's the god of medicine.
Whatever. Dionysus.
Oh, Clippy from Microsoft
Yeah.
Word, yeah.
Yeah.
God of medicine.
But yeah,
Flip
no,
Microsoft
Dionysus.
Clippy.
Because it sounds similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're looking for a fellow. He might be messing with the healers up there because they can't use their spells or this and that. And it was said
What?
that they were coming this way. So, I've already punched out one person I thought was abusing said stock of supplies that they're getting. Because there's one of the potion brewers up there that'd be on the main ingredient of the potions because it gets really high, I guess.
Ribbit.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If you want to, are you looking for the guy or are you looking for the?
We're
the,
most definitely looking for the guy, and he's supposed to be coming this way.
Well, do you know why he's coming this way? Like, do you know where he's going?
To get more supplies, they're out of potion stuff.
Oh, you're looking for the import. Okay, gotcha.
But that being said, it's kind of sketchy. We were asking around. He's been there not too long, but he doesn't work there. He doesn't stay there, and everybody mainly gets their water and drinks and stuff from him. He delivers it.
Well,
And everybody seems like they've been not alcohol poisoned, but been given alcohol constantly. So they all seem drunk and out of it and tired, like a really bad hangover after a party.
oh. Well, I'm glad someone's doing something about that. I'm sorry to hear. It's a very respected hospital. Well, I do know that, typically speaking, because the ingredients don't grow natively to this location, we have to have them imported from other regions and other forests. I do know that. What was the guy's name?
Something like Midwest
Something
Trading
like-
Co. or some shit.
It starts with a. Dixon.
Sticks and cider.
Like Dixon.
Really?
Something. I forget. I
The
don't.
best
Sorry, I
apple-based
don't.
beverages of the West.
I-
Sticks and
I-
cider.
No, I do know his name is Dixon. I just can't remember his last name. I do know that he works outside of town. He has a cabin about 2 miles outside of town, further closer to the forests.
Where he makes
Interesting.
his
So
cider.
what does he do out there? Because all of y'all have a different skill set, which
Well-
is admirable. You raise bees and have honey and
Mhm.
whatever.
I'm
Ribbit.
proud of it.
We've got
Ribbit.
boy. Use your lips. You can talk.
What?
Hey, Chief, can I get a thing of that honey?
You're a grung.
Correct. I stand up on my hind legs.
If you can pay for it, I guess, sure.
Hey, Solomon, can you pay for the honey?
I'm sweet, but I ain't that sweet.
How much is the honey?
About for a friend of Father Solomon, 3 copper pieces.
Oh, I think I can do that. I'll reach into my
Now,
satchel and
is
give
this
him 3
the
copper.
normal honey and not the sleepy time honey?
It's regular, pure harvested honey.
Okay, because there's certain honeys that if you eat enough of them, they do give you really sleepy after effect, and it's great for people that can't sleep.
I mean, I can start producing that if you'd like. I'd have to find a special queen for that, but shouldn't be too difficult.
All right, I give him.
I'll
the-
have to get back to you on that because that is a very good thing to have for when you're trying to wind down a night.
I give the 3 copper pieces.
All right, and he hands you a small He hands you a small jar of honey.
I just
Jar and all.
Jar and all.
yeah.
It's gonna hurt later.
Oh yeah.
Because
I don't bite into it. I don't have any teeth.
it's glass. It's still gonna
It's
hurt
still
fucking
a
coming
jar
out.
coming
Well,
out
I'm just
your
kind of like
butthole.
sticking it into my.
Oh, he's
Oh.
You're
using
not
his
swallowing it.
No.
he's using his mouth like a squirrel.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just storing it in there. I just want to see this guy's reaction.
He just kind of cocks his head. You have a bag, sir.
Yeah, but I'm hungry now.
Just gonna do that southern drop and be like,
You can open up the jar. The jar. You're not gonna be able to consume the jar.
again. I said he ain't very smart.
I spit it out and I undo the jar and just dump the honey in my mouth.
It's pure honey, so it's just like
Oh, tongue punch it.
the honey is very soothing on your necrotically cut open tongue.
Oh yeah, I should just stick my tongue in there.
Your tongue feels very much better. Not healed, but the necrosis and the cut are definitely soothed a little bit. If not a little stinging because of the honey interacting with the actual cut.
Is there a
Yeah,
deposit
'cause-
for these jars?
You can give it back to me if you're done.
There you go. I'll take 2 more. I pull out 6 copper pieces.
And he hands you 2 more small jars. But he lives 2 miles outside of town, and for the most part, he just makes, as far as I'm aware, I think it's weekly commutes to a nearby forest of some kind. He just goes in there and starts foresting for various medicinal ingredients.
Simple people, I get it. I see. It's just kind of looking sideways at the frog, just devouring this honey. Just
I hand him the 2 bottles back.
Thank you for your business.
Would you like more business?
I've got honey to spare.
All right, give me 3 more, and I hand him a silver piece. And you can keep the change.
See, this is why we always love it when the Father comes to town. You bring us good business.
I mean, I remember the last time I came down here, and I had a stockpile saved up from one of my adventures, and I wanted lots of food and stuff. And apparently, I didn't hide it well enough because my tiefling daughter ate it all.
Uh-huh.
Does he hand me the 3?
Oh, he did. Yeah, he does.
I throw 2 of them in the bag, and I eat one and give him the bottle back.
Okay.
It's a shame I don't have my coins on me. I'll be back for a jar for that one later.
Would you like one, Father Solomon?
I can't do that. I'm not going to abuse that power at all. No.
The voice of the Raven Queen is welcome in the city.
It's a nice thing, but no, I like to pay for my own things. I do apologize.
Tell you what, give us 3 more. I hand him another silver.
Jesus Christ! I mean, oh, by the love of the Raven Queen.
He hands you 3 more small bottles.
And I hand one to Solomon. And I throw one in the bag, and I eat one. And I give him the bottle back.
He doesn't have a nose.
No, it's right in his mouth. Give it back! Drop it!
Oh.
Drop it!
Ah. That one was for you. Why did you feed it to me? I have my own money.
I already
Why did you eat it?
Because you stuck it in my mouth.
See? I've already eaten for the month. I'm good.
How much for one of the bees?
Nah, I'm not selling you the bees.
Just one?
I'm not selling you even one.
10 gold.
No.
20 gold.
Sir, with all due respect, I don't know the
50
grung
gold.
culture.
Fuck did he get 50 gold?
He really
I
wants
won a
that.
lawsuit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, right.
No. I need all the bees for this.
How many bees can you buy with 50 gold? Wait, why am I not buying bees? Where can I buy bees, good sir?
Well, as far as buying bees is concerned, I can't quite pray tell remember.
Would you say you're the only bee merchant in town?
Not the only bee merchant in town. You can most certainly find others further along down in Jalale.
But
All
this
right.
one just happens to be the best. Homegrown,
Farewell, and I
fresh
hop
from
off.
the
Just mid. So I just leave. I get back down on all four and start hopping again.
It's
Really need to get a leash for that little son of a bitch.
I can hear you. I mean, rivet?
But yes, Dixon's cabin should be about 2, maybe 3 miles west outside the
Do I
city.
have a map on me?
You don't, but there are plenty of stalls that sell maps around these parts.
I love how we just gave up on me tracing it as a dog. It's not fucking go buy a map.
You still haven't taken a rest.
Yeah.
Just go fucking sleep in the chicken coop or something.
Are any of those honey healing honey?
No.
Oh, fuck.
So-
It is soothing honey, and it would technically, if you applied it in a medicinal way, you could soothe the pain of the necrosis, and you could
It's great
quicken
for
the
sore
process.
throats and
Yeah,
painful-
Can I just take a nap in the street?
if you want to.
How do I short rest?
Short rest is just kind of like not focusing on anything, like sitting down, not really moving too much for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'll just use one hit die.
All right.
And then, so, general direction towards said cabin, if you would, please.
That I wish I could tell you that one.
You said just
Lord.
general direction of where you're.
West.
I got the absolute minimum from that hit die.
Well, you're also being interacted with by children, so you couldn't get a short rest anyway.
Oh, fuck.
Lying down in the middle of a farmer's town.
I
With a
Oh,
bunch
look,
of
it's a
children.
froggy!
Yes.
burrow into the dirt a little bit.
You're a grung. They
Oh,
don't
is there
do
a
that.
well I can dive in?
I mean, roll perception. Try to find one.
Well, I just closed it.
That being said, thank you for your information, Mr. God damn, what the fuck was his name?
He never gave
Mr.
you.
Goddamn, what the fuck?
Mr. Honeyman.
Well, technically speaking, the name is Beeman.
As Father Solomon's face is gonna break at that point. It's like, you can't be bloody serious.
I'm not.
Oh, you had me for a second there.
Ready? Dirty 5?
You can't find a well anywhere near
Oh.
here. Your head's like rotating all the way around. You're looking for that familiar well shape, and you just can't fucking see anything.
That familiar well shape.
Yep.
Alright, can I just find like an alley to...
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna call him Mr. B-Man.
Yeah. The name is my name is actually I was named after a previous fell king. My name is Vem.
Van Beeman.
Vem Keeper, actually.
The keeper.
Well, it's typically spelled Kuiper, but it's pronounced Keeper for some reason.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
Well, anyway, Mr. B-Man.
Oh.
That is what people call me here. I've grown to live with
You
it.
see yourself up in the city. Stop over, say hi at the cathedral. I'll get you some food. We good. We can hang out. I don't get a lot of visitors.
I don't know when next I'll make my way up there, but I'll be sure to
Hey,
drop
you know
by.
The Harvest Festival's coming up pretty soon.
Tell him the frog sent you.
You're not even here.
No.
About 300 years ago, a turtle mob boss just goes, someone's trying to steal my shtick.
It's time to make a new pair of
Tiny.
shoes out of them.
Tiny,
Stop
Time to
drinking
make
Daddy's
Daddy's
brandy.
time to make, stop drinking Daddy's brandy. We're gonna go break a guy's legs.
So we can't hippity hoppity on that property. I must find the others in town, so... Not that I couldn't just go find the place myself, but, you know, the one being not smiled upon in these lands. God take care of that child. God damn it.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave it to B-Man. Like, leave it to Beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna head on. If you need me, you know where to find me.
My prayers go with you. I hope your recovery is quick.
For what?
We heard about the coup all the way from down here, Father.
Oh, did you hear the explosion too? Did you hear how many people had to fucking there? Just rambling, just like.
Do you actually list off names?
Yeah.
Okay then.
I think I want to head out as well.
All right.
Because it's the one thing that he can remember.
It's also one of the things that the Fel King explicitly told you not to do.
Fucking, I don't remember that.
I remember the names, but I don't remember that.
Right.
Anyone know,
Because it gets me more worked up than anything.
anyone know what Carl did with that plastic bag my stuff was in? Wasn't that
garbage?
one? It was a cub bag.
That's my bad.
I'll take whatever plastic bags you can spare, though.
You know
Oh, you just want a plastic bag? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, for my dog. I can pick up doggy doo-doo.
There you go.
Neat.
This one has a hole in it. You don't want it.
No, probably not.
That one should have be completely clean and sealed.
There's some wax on the bottom, but
Yep, that's because candles.
oh yeah.
Well, that will be the end of this particular session as Father Solomon goes in search of his technically adopted child, but not willingly.
So when I say list off, it was more me muttering to myself, not
Okay.
flat out. It's like, but I am counting them all on my fingers.
Yeah.
So it's like, you could kind of make out maybe part of one or part of another, but it's just like Deck doesn't mutter.
But that is the second session of the Tales
Fun.
of Drifell.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
We managed to travel 17 minutes.
would you like to know the gist of what I had planned in case you took the carriage?
A chase scene?
Yep.
A fight?
Eventually.
You gotta
Depending on how things went.
for your right to meow.
You would make, depending on who was driving, it was going to be a series of drive checks. And depending on how many you succeeded versus failed, certain events would happen.
Better not fucking crash my Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Lamborghini. That's funny.
But, have a good night.
We're still on for Wednesday?
Yes.
Cool.
Wednesday it is.
Cool, cool.
Joseph.